Tonight on the show, make sure your little ones plug their ears because Jerry Bernardo comes in and says 6 swear words, maybe 7. Gene Woods tells us some awesome stories about getting off of tickets, and I talk about myself. Oh, Trystan Hart tells us how to win extreme enduros by not quitting, even if you don't have any foot pegs on your motorcycle. You really have to listen to this show.
On. Oh, you're on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gene Woods is off camera. Jimmy's in hair and makeup. Jerry Bernardo, Tech Talk Taco Tuesday here in the land of the dirt people, a.k.a. Pahrump, Nevada. It is a beautiful, vast expanse of desert and unique homes. It's quite... Ojai.
It's Ojai? Ojai's in California.
Okay, and Jimmy
Rich people
Lewis,
live there.
as you can tell... Gene, slide over a little bit. There you go.
I got it.
All right. As you can tell, Jimmy Lewis had spent hours and hours and hours preparing, ironing his brand new Tech Talk Taco Tuesday shirt that I designed for him, along with the help of my good friend Tim Beaumont from England, who's a great motorsports artist. How are you?
It's good. It's nice to not have to do much at my show. This is what I'm trying to move on.
I see you nestled into that microphone quite cozily.
Why don't we give you a full microphone?
No, are you picking up my audio? I don't want that thing looking at me. It's like getting headbutted by
Matt's
Whoopi Goldberg.
trying to figure stuff out right now.
Well, I realized we didn't have enough headphones, so I had to scramble for the headphones.
There's some right here.
I was going to do that right before the show. Here's a set of headphones right here.
I have headphones, but I don't have to have them on.
I can give these to Gene.
Yeah, those ones are good.
Welcome, everybody. This is the show where we talk about motorcycle-related products, and how not to do a live. This isn't a podcast. This is a broadcast. Matt's drinking tonight. Here we go. Look at him.
And they're up.
I haven't even started yet, Jerry.
I noticed that you brought in a couple of bottles of adult beverage there.
Those are there just in case it gets... I know what you tried to do. Now I've got it all figured out. We went to Mexican restaurant.
El
Right?
Jefe.
El Jefe.
Right.
Nice, some thick sauces. You really encourage the chicken mole. Yeah, I saw the encouragement, And then we went and got ice cream. And I mean, when I was driving home, I was going through a real big sugar high. And you're waiting for my crash to come on.
Welcome to my world.
And then you can take over Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. I've seen this. I've seen you plotting. You don't want to be on somebody else's podcast. You want to have your own.
Exclusive rights to Jimmy's podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody's calling my phone going, hey, we should get you on a podcast. But there has been a few trickles of people interested in possibly maybe having me come on and tell some stories. But no one ever has said these words. Hey, Jerry, how about you come on? My podcast name goes here. I will pay you money from sponsors that they have, that they get, trickles a little bit into my pocket so I can buy more pizza. Never happens.
Right.
So this podcast, I'm doing out of the goodness of Gene's heart.
Well, I know. Gene bought dinner.
He actually did.
You got a free dinner.
You bought the ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the ice cream was all Jerry's ploy. I'm feeling this right now.
Can we talk about shift shaft splines and what happens when they get all jacked up and your shifter goes like this?
This
You're in the race.
This is the purpose of the show, Matt. Did we send the link out to the guy with the Beta 200?
Working on that part.
Oh, he's working on that. Oh, another mic? Well, that mic over there should work too.
I'm drinking clear Bud Light, Dad.
Is it working?
My battery is sufficiently charged. We should have a call in a matter of 15 minutes.
This is good.
We're going to get... I talked to a guy. He rides extreme enduros. You might have heard of him. Trystan Hart.
Okay, let's just go backwards. I thought of this.
Oh,
I
you
sent
want
him your way.
You want all the credit?
No, I don't want all of it. I am actually, I like to mess around.
No, you
I even
absolutely
like to fuck around.
Yeah.
But I thought this was such a great story. And we're not going to let the cat out of the bag yet.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna make it. That's one of your 6
F-bombs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. One of the 6. I allowed Jerry 6.
6?
I didn't realize I was.
Is this a 15-minute show?
Now we've lost the whole television program.
See what happens when you mock.
Did somebody push on a button that they shouldn't have? But
No.
okay. Well, so we have a couple questions, but of course the show number 190 would not be possible without the help of some really fine sponsors of ours. Of course, we're talking about Double Take Mirrors, Bulletproof Design, Seat Concepts, Fasst Company, Trail Tech, DDC. I'm going to run a DDC sprocket on my YZ125 when I get I've already got my pit board with the words on it for the whole moto. It says last.
Breath.
Last. I got, breath. Now,
Let Brock cry.
I somehow I got invited to ride a 125 invitational race at the Hangtown National Motocross. So I'll be running most of my sponsors on there. Climb, Scott Sports. I'm gonna try to recruit a goggle guy.
At the ripe old age of?
54.
At 54. And Chris Kiefer, our good friend, just raced the Pala National the other day. He came unstuck, had to piss a little blood, some broken ribs.
He was probably
good.
trying to go fast.
Well, no, I know, but whether you're young or old, it's a tough sport when you're not on the motorcycle.
Yeah, when you hit the ground, no good. Taco Moto, bringing you a Rooster. Do we have Rooster endos today, Matt?
Yes.
We do. Okay. And of course, Yamaha. And I will be riding the Yamaha YZ125 because that's my bike of choice for motocross. And I'm not even lying. And not because they're a sponsor or anything, because it's my own 2005 YZ125. Had it since I got it used in 2008.
Correct throttle position for a YZ125. No, wait. See the straight line here? Elbow to knuckle. This is like when you're a teenager in your room. YZ125.
No, you're doing that wrong.
No. Just
no, it's all okay.
All right, you tell us.
So here I like that when you started talking about your arm being level.
Right.
So Jerry's holding his arm up level right now, and then he takes the throttle and he twists it and he drops and he bangs his elbow. Well, what you do, the proper technique is you re-grip. There we go, Gene. He knows what wide open is, Jerry. Yeah. It's you take the throttle, you grab it like this, then you hold it like that, and then you're in perfect position holding it wide open.
Wow. The things you learn on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday.
This is right.
I feel like a douchebag right now. That's not mocked down, is it?
No. Don't. I think, no, you don't. No.
I get a free D-bomb.
So.
Hi, Victor.
Hey, welcome to the show. Asher Leader just got back from a ride. What better day to end the day is some TTT. Sounds good. It's hard to read.
To get a story from Gene.
Okay. Oh, you ready?
What do you want to hear?
I want to hear something about
that massage chair was great.
Yeah, well, that took a left turn quick.
Well, I tell you what, Jerry. Between
you've been here for an hour. You leave now.
Between me trying to interrupt you, I don't think Gene's going to get a word in edgewise.
No, that's why I'm trying to kickstart him.
I was going to tell you why I was in the massage chair, but
let's hear it.
Well, 2 days ago, I was sitting there. I was taking a poop, and I reached around the toilet paper. It was on this side. And I reached out to get the toilet paper, and I sneezed, and it about broke my ribs. So
at the ripe old age,
did you
65?
Did you piss out a kidney stone while you were on the?
No, that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. It's fun getting old, isn't it? All the new things you get to experience that the kids know nothing about.
Hospice care.
So
Social Security benefits.
What kind of diapers do you have?
Here's one thing, though. Seriously, I do admit I'm 65. I do get Social Security. But you know what I got, Matt? From Uncle Sam? That bastard. Free gym membership. LVAC. Free gym membership.
There you go.
Because of your age.
Because I'm old.
Why would they give gym memberships to old people?
So they don't die?
They want to keep them healthy, so they don't have to give them any money for them.
So it's like it's not the gym giving it to you. The government's subsidizing.
They want to keep you healthy because if you get unhealthy, then you start bleeding into the Medicare system. And I don't want to have anything to do with that because every time I go to the doctor and my elbow hurts, boom, proctology examination. Hate it.
But you keep going back.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. Well,
you did drive me 3 times.
I'm more worried about like, the creeper effect when you end up at the gym.
The creeper effect?
Yeah, the creeper effect. The old dude cruising around the gym, just you're there a lot more than you should be.
Tell them the story you told me. Oh, never mind.
I don't want to use all the rest of the 5 marks that I have.
So I was doing back,
Okay.
Gene, I thought you were going to tell us a story about Speedway, being the 3-time national Speedway champion. Whoa. And,
I mean, when we had wooden spokes back then.
Tell us the story about the time when you put your foot up on the engine and expose your foot peg because the guy.
Well, no,
tell us that story. Go to the beginning.
Okay.
This is good.
So a long time ago, we were in a scratch heat race, and they have 4 guys on the line. Pretty simple. I drew 3. I'm lined up in 3, and I was crowding the line a little bit, just trying to get a good starting spot. The guy next to me probably shouldn't have been in the scratch race, and it was kind of one of his first deals. He calls the referee over, and he's tapped me on the shoulder, telling me to get out of the way. turned into a little thing. Referee made me move over. So I'm like, okay, kid, I have to teach you a lesson now. So I just tapes went up and I just picked my foot up and set it on the motor case and just kind of just turned right a little bit and stuck you've seen a speedway bike, they've got a foot peg that's solid about 8 inches long, and I just stuck it in his front wheel, and next thing I know we're at a dead stop and he has no spokes in the front wheel. We went about 30 feet and it was over with. So that was a little
12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, now gone. Almost like Seth Enslow when he did the OJ.
Yeah. Got that. Okay, Matt, you see I saw some questions float up there.
Yep.
Our friend Victor, we call him Bugsy Face now.
Okay, Victor Andrade, good friend of ours. I call him Chef 3, a member of the legendary FAQ racing team that you're a member of.
Okay.
Matt's a member of. Gene's a member of. Victor went on a tour on his dual sport bike, and he went up to Yosemite, blah, blah, blah. And he sent me a picture, and his eyes all swollen up, just like, "Wah!" And I could tell right away, his wife didn't punch him. I go, bug bite. He was going down the road in Yosemite, swarm of bees, 3 went at his helmet, couldn't let go of the bars. Geek, 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 geek. They were all stinging him. He's all swole up.
I just thought he used that, like I said, the Instagram app where it puffs your lips up and gives you it smooths your skin out.
No, it wasn't Viagra mascara. He got stung by bees, and then he had to drive home 290 miles. And you like that because when there's pain and suffering and a long road, well, like you see ghosts and they look like Malcolm Smith.
Just enjoy it. I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
Usually.
So this is Victor. ¿Qué pasó, Holmes, hermano? This is fucked.
Two. Yeah, there we go.
Damn it.
Got it. Some children listen to this. Actually, they don't really listen to it. It's like their dad's listening to it, like, in the garage. And then they can't hang out in the garage. Jerry, you're preventing kids from learning about motorcycle maintenance with the
I was born
slight use of
born in Boston. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay. So Matt, we have another question.
Yeah. So Paul Brinston, what's your all favorite all around bike that are older than 15 years? XR650R with the Pro Circuit reverse megaphone system, 1548 gears and 41 millimeter FCR carb.
No, not that.
I think that's what Paul's saying.
That's his bike?
Yeah, I think that's his favorite bike.
Oh, got it. Reverse megaphone. That's really old school, right, Gene? Yeah. I like how reverse megaphones are just burn.
What's an FCR carburetor?
It's all fuel injected these days. Oh, the FCR is the same carburetor that was used on all the 4-strokes, the fast 4-strokes, because it had a pumper on it. And they were on street bikes, and then they started cutting them off and putting them in on 4-stroke singles, and because they had the accelerator pump, they were better than anything else. But yeah, so he put a big carb on it, big pumper carb on it, and he has a loud pipe, and he has gearing that'll go 114 miles an hour.
Really?
If everything he says, the rest of the stuff about his bike is true. And he weighs about 180, 190 pounds, because if you weigh 160 pounds, it spins. It doesn't go that fast. How do I know this?
Because everything about motorcycles.
No,
is that tucked in or sitting upright?
I you don't want to get too tucked in. It depends on like your size. Like bigger guys are, believe it or not, more aerodynamic. Put a little skinny guy on there, and the bike goes slower. I made it all up. Did you send our guy with the Beta 200 the link? Okay, good. So hopefully he'll chime in, and you put the link to if you're actually watching this live, you can join us via Zoom. As long as you're not like one of the guys that likes to put us on the BBC network.
Yeah, we're putting. I'm doing things a little bit differently with that. So
you've got a.
It's no longer in the description.
What time is Canada supposed to call in?
Canada was going to call in at 7:20, so it's pretty soon.
Okay, because I'm really pumped for this story.
I am.
My guy weighs 185 pounds.
180. He needs to put on some weight.
What's that gang sign of Motorcom after 185? What's that?
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
I can text him, and
I just was because I'm stoked for the story because I stumbled across it on the internet, and I'm like, I've been in the motorcycle industry a long time. I've asked a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions about what I saw on this clip, and it's just unbelievable.
I'm exactly the same.
That's why I brought it to your attention. There's many facets to dig into.
So the question is, DH, and that means Danny Hamlin would go faster than you, Jimmy. Yes. Yeah, I could never figure it out because he was kind of a plump boy. He was a big boy, And I'm like, I'm lighter and whatever, but no, he got the bike to stick to the ground better. And that's just on a freaking dry lake bed or pavement, believe it or not.
How about the Danny Hamill body position? Up on the pegs, leaning forward, crotch right above the gas cap, hips on the handlebars, head up, straight out, taped. I don't know what the arm position is. For
his arms are still up because he regripped the throttle and twisted it all the way.
But remember him standing forward, just hauling. That guy was so bloody fast.
That's the right way to do it. That's the proper way.
You ever see him ride, Danny Hamill?
Yeah. Saw him ride the Adelanto Grand Prix.
Unbelievable.
Smoked everybody.
Smoked him.
Yeah.
Coming into that little chicane. A minute to get up the top.
On the pavement.
That was
good.
awesome.
Seat concept seats are proudly handmade and developed in the USA by motorcycle enthusiasts. Do you know this, Jerry?
I've designed a couple of little logos for Seat Concepts.
That's a
through,
really
Scott Dennison when he used to work there, a good friend of mine. And yes, I know they make quite extraordinarily awesome seats. So bravo.
They've been saving your ass since 2008. Mine.
Did you write that copy?
No.
They be saving your ass. That sounds like something on the news.
They gave that copy to me. I was kind of surprised, but they get the show.
That's all right.
As
long as the product works.
Do I get
It's all show, no go. They can kick rocks.
Do I get a ding for saying ass?
No, I'm not. You can say whatever you want. It's your show. I'm the one that's 2 down out of 6.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
I'm going to save the last one for a really good sentence, Matt. So get ready.
So when you
I'll be ready.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. I thought you said it. I thought you changed the B to an F. I'm so sensitive to this right now. So I'm wearing headphones, and you will have to wear the headphones when the call comes in.
I'm pretty depressed. Erica left.
I hope she's not watching.
She's on a Zoom call.
I don't think she watches.
There's our call. Okay, so
this is great.
Okay, here we go. Hold on, I got to plug it in.
The story's awesome, though. It is.
You got to put these on so you can hear him, right?
Trystan Hart, welcome to Tech Taco Tuesday. We're checking your sound levels right now, or my producer guy is pretending like it is, but he's staring at his Bud Light Ultra drink, whatever he's drinking.
I don't know.
So
that soundboard's kind of far away from me. So,
anyways, so Jerry Bernardo, my good friend Jerry Bernardo, saw the clip of you finishing the one with no foot pegs.
Tough like roar
race.
Yep.
Okay, so the story that we need is, when did the foot pegs break off?
What pegs?
Okay, here, I'm going to grab the handlebars right now. Trystan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, buddy. Sorry, I drank a coffee. All right, here's the scoop. The clip is you're coming across the finish line at the end of an extreme enduro, Tough Like Roar, which we all know from the pictures is a gnarly ass race. Lots of off-camber, big boulders as big as coolers, moss on them, just snotty, nasty, tough enduro cross. You come across the finish line and stop, and the camera guy pans around your bike, looks down at the side of the bike. The right side foot peg is completely amputated. No nub, no nothing. Cameraman, you can laugh. Cameraman continues around the front of the bike. That's where the front tire is, Jimmy. Gets to the other side. Guess what's missing too? The Siamese twin of the other peg. You cut off both foot pegs. How the hell did you do that?
To be honest, I'm not too sure. I think I hit some rocks. I mean, I was telling people I should buy a lottery ticket because those foot pegs are really strong, and it's never happened before. So I don't know. It was super strange that it happened. Definitely shouldn't have happened, but it did. And there was, I think, over 2 hours left in the race at the point when I lost the second one. So
okay, this is what I wanted to get. When did the second one come off? Because and just to back Trystan up on this, I've ridden a lot of miles and a lot of KTMs and a lot of extreme enduro stuff, and I've never ripped a foot peg off, and I've hit them really hard. I've moved some big boulders with my foot pegs, stock ones, modified ones, all kinds of stuff. And like literally, when you see the video, Matt, we have this video, right? We could could actually pull it up and roll it so people can see that are watching, and then I will
make sure we don't blow out our own ears here.
Yeah, I'll describe it and talk over it. But all you had was essentially the pins in the frame. And there was maybe about 2 to 3 millimeters of foot peg material left?
There was one spike on each side. So I think each foot peg has 21 spikes, and there was one left on each side. So that was pretty much it. But I did a lot of sitting, to be honest, because if I committed to standing up on that one spike, and then if I was fully committed to that and I slipped, it almost made it worse. And then, a crash was almost inevitable at that point. So I wasn't super comfortable standing for the rest of the race. I was sitting quite a bit.
Did you get monkey butt?
Yeah, it was bad because I run a rib.
Do you have any pictures?
No.
Okay, does it look like beef jerky for sale on the side of the road in Kentucky on a hot summer's day? Did your mom help you? Do you know a nurse? I just have two words to say: maxi pad.
Oh, Jesus. Well, anyways,
You can laugh, Matt. It's okay.
So just to I mean, I know a little bit about like teaching motorcycle riding technique, and we teach that you really control the bike, steer the bike, maneuver the bike through the foot pegs, and it's like there's so much balance that goes on there. Once you kind of take that away, that's a big problem, you would say?
Yeah. I mean, in extreme enduro, weighting the pegs is one of the most important things, maybe more than any other discipline in dirt biking, just because it's all about finding traction before the slippery rocks or before the roots. So weighting the pegs is super important.
Because you're trying to weight the bike when the traction's good and then unweight it when you come on to the no traction situation.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a slippery route, you're going to push really hard into the pegs right before it, and then you're going to kind of lift up and you're going to let off the gas basically and just roll over whatever's slippery. So you're constantly pushing on the pegs, pulling up a little bit, pushing and like basically just reading the terrain. And so the pegs are super important. Most of us run pegs that are further down, like 5 mil down, 5 mil back to help us even more. So like, it's crazy how important the foot pegs are. And in this course, especially this year, they made it absolutely insane. For sure, the toughest one in North America, I think. And I had walked it with some of my friends, this last section called Nightmare. And the night before the race, I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was actually like scared because I'm like, it was so gnarly. And so right after I broke my second foot peg, I started thinking about the Nightmare section. And that's when I started screaming for my mechanic, because the last time I saw him at Czech, I still had one foot peg. So I told him to meet me out somewhere with the other foot peg. And the next time I saw him, I was missing the other foot peg. So at that point, it was just, it was decided. I guess we decided together that I was just going to finish the race and I was just going to do as good as I can do. And at that point, I thought maybe a top 10 just to salvage some points, because I honestly didn't think it was possible to ride.
Didn't we miss the most important part of this thing?
What's that, Gene?
He won this thing with no
yeah. So you won. You beat Cody Webb. You beat Johnny Walker. Yeah.
By 7 minutes over second place. Thank you very much. I have a question, Trystan. Trystan, can I interject with a quick question?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched soccer?
Yeah, I used to play it.
Okay. No knock. I used to be a goalie myself, but I'm talking when the guy gets bumped in the elbow and he falls down and screams, and he grabs his leg and he's like dying and he wants to leave the game. The element of DNF never crossed your mind. That's what I love the most about you in this story, because you had no foot pegs and you didn't go, yeah, bro, I'm out. Nah, it's too hard. You just kept riding and you just crushed them. Dude, Cody Webb is no slouch. Johnny Walker, badass. By 7 minutes over second place, coast to coast high five.
Maybe you should sit down more often.
Yeah.
Gene is a world famous speedway and flat track racer. So he's Well, you don't really sit down
No,
on
you
a
actually
speedway
stand
bike.
up on
Yeah,
the speedway
on the
bike.
speedway. Yeah. So, okay, I'll give that to you.
So you're weighting the right peg with the speedway bike. So that's how you are.
It just looks like you're sitting down, arm level. Yeah. We had a discussion how to turn the throttle wide open, and Jerry likes to turn it and drop his wrists down. Maybe you can help us. Maybe help us this. He likes to take it and hold his arm level and then drop his wrist all the way down. And I thought it would much better to actually regrip and then just yank it and hold it wide open so your wrist is level when it's wide open.
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
The second method would be better.
Note to teenage Jerry: grip and yank, grip and yank. Give me a fucking pen. Oh shit!
Hey,
Yeah.
there we go. That's strike 3. So how do you do pivot turns?
Well,
With
that
no
was
foot
one
peg.
of the hardest things to do for sure, because the outside foot peg is super crucial. But I think some of them I was trying to grab my foot on the foot peg. Same with the side hill, I was trying to, but if my foot just slipped, I'd instantly just go to my butt and, just whip it around or yeah, I mean,
I
on
was
the
just
side hills, there's not really much I could do. And it was really working my leg muscles, like my inner thighs, in different ways, because I couldn't have it on the peg. So I was having to basically hold it up in the air off the ground in certain places. So it was a lot of extra work. That's for sure.
Yeah, leg lifts. I was thinking, like you're lifting, you're holding your legs up. Like if you're riding in a really rutted race where you're lifting your legs up. But the other thing is like, so on the off-camber side hills where you're trying to weight the outside foot peg, no good.
Well, what about the feel of the brake on the thing? You're stomping on the brake. You have no leverage from your heel to your toe, so you're using your whole leg and you're stomping on the brake. That's,
Yeah,
that's
if
gonna
you're
be
using the brake.
shifting the thing downhills.
Hey,
Yeah.
Matt, do you have that video? Can we pop that video up? We're going to go ahead and play the video here.
I just
while
went ahead and muted it, so because we have no audio.
Okay.
No helmet on my
Oh, no visor either?
Yeah, so I actually a pretty big crash, like the first corner. Me and
There
the guy
it is.
just came
There it
together
is.
and-
The knob.
There's the nub on the brake side, and then he goes to check the other side and another one.
They have to ride off-road riders and stuff like Roar. We're not even going to get a chance.
Did the thought ever cross your mind to pull off and quit? Seriously.
No, that definitely never came to my mind. I was
love
for
it.
sure going to finish the lap out, at least because there's a time limit.
Right.
So I didn't know if I was going to finish the whole lap in the time, but I was going to go as far as I could, because I wasn't just going to go back to the pitch and sit there and do nothing, right?
No, that's awesome. That's a bet. Were you surprised that you beat Cody by 7 minutes?
So when I first lost the first foot peg, I was with Johnny and Cody and Ryder. We were all in a group on lap 1, because lap 1 was basically just a trail ride with a couple obstacles. So I was able to ride with them with one foot peg somewhat easily. And then after the pit, lap 2 is when they add a bunch of sections in, like maybe 10 to 15 sections they added in. And once we got to the first really tough sections, Cody the first section, he cleaned so good, and I screwed it up with one foot peg. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to see Cody again. And then the next obstacle, I think, is where I broke the next one. And I'm like, great. So now my chances of seeing them just went to absolute zero. But I just kept on going, because I'm like, Robbie's going to be up here somewhere, my mechanic, and I hope he brought 2 pegs now. But then all of a sudden, I got to the 3rd or 4th tough section, and Cody was there, and I was just kind of baffled a bit. I'm like, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on here. But so then I rode with him for the next 3 sections, and we got to a really tough one, and he kind of gapped me again. And that's where I started screaming for Robbie out of like desperation, or I was panicking a bit, I guess. And then I saw my mechanic, and he only had one foot peg, because obviously he didn't know I was going to break another one randomly. So I decided that I wasn't going to change the foot peg, because I had to do it myself, and that would have taken me 5 minutes to do just one, and I was only going to have one. So I'm like, that's not going to drastically change my ride. So then from that point on, I just had it in my mind that I was going to finish the race with no foot pegs, and I was going to do the best I can do. And then miraculously, I caught up to Cody a little bit later, and we were riding together for a bit. And then all of a sudden I was in front of him, and then he wasn't behind me, and I didn't know where he was. And I was like, wow. And then I was like really surprised what was happening. And then the next 30 minutes, I didn't see him at all. And then I think my head started growing a bit too much then, because I was like really wondering what was going on, wondering if he got lost or broke down, because riding around with no foot pegs and wondering what's going on.
So you're Canadian.
Yeah.
And you started when did you start doing the extreme enduro stuff?
Started riding the enduro cross in 2012. And at that point in North America, extreme enduro still wasn't around. Like in Europe, they had Romaniacs and Erzberg, but in North America, they maybe had Tennessee Knockout in 2012, but that was it.
Oh, come on.
And
you got to go through King of the Motos in there.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did have that. There was maybe two event in North America, but it was still like a really small sport, right?
Correct.
So I think 2017, I did King of Motos and maybe Rev Limiter for the first time. So I did maybe 2 in 2017 and maybe 2 in 2018. And being from Canada, everything is where I live. It's all mountains. So it was always just cool for me to go in the mountains and ride really gnarly stuff. I always enjoyed that. So it was just super natural for me to start competing in these races, riding on terrain that shouldn't be rideable. I found that really cool, I guess.
So do you have a trials background at all?
No, I started in motocross. I won a Canadian championship on a 50, and then I broke my femur when I was like 7, and then we quit dirt biking for like 5 years because my parents said it was too dangerous.
And now look at you. So your whole focus has just been extreme enduro pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's always kind of just what I'd like to do, and it was never felt like a job to me at all. I just always enjoyed going out and riding something that was impossible. And if I had to push my bike up it, I was going to push my bike up it, and I was going to get up the obstacle no matter what it took, I guess.
And so it's kind of strange because, most of the guys you're competing against, especially the guys from Europe, all come from a pretty strong trials background. And then I find it really interesting to see that somebody can actually just specialize in, riding the extreme enduro without that crazy trials kind of skill set or background to kind of, have all those years of training kind of with the balance and the traction in their back pocket.
Yeah. So for like the first, up until like maybe 1 or 2 years ago, the only guys that podiumed hard enduro were guys that grew up for 20 years on a trials bike, just because of it teaches you the throttle, the clutch, body position, because you can't be lazy on a trials bike. You have to work with the bike. Where on a dirt bike, you have the extra suspension, so you can be lazy and just hit it hard and maybe bounce right up it. But now with the tracks being so tough the last 10 or so years, the trials guys just have a huge advantage. So it's just, for most of my childhood, guys like Cody Webb, they had just had so much trial skill and they made everything look so easy. So to me, it never even seemed possible to beat them because I didn't grow up on a trials bike. I didn't have those skills. So I was just never going to beat them in my mind, basically, because at that point, no enduro guy that didn't grow up on a trials bike ever beat those guys. So it was just, for me, just going out and having fun, and was never an option to beat the top guys, I guess you would say.
Yeah. And so you definitely put in the work. I mean, I remember from, seeing you at King of the Motos when you're just a young guy coming down for this. And then, all of a sudden start popping up in the results and kind of going up in the results. And it was first like, I knew you were a Canadian guy. I'm like, what are they doing up there? And now there's a few of you guys. Yes.
Yep. There's definitely, growing heavily in Canada because mostly all the riding we do up here is, medium enduro to extreme enduro. And we just think it's normal. So when Americans come up here and ride, they're like, damn, this stuff's gnarly.
Yeah. And hey, what did you think of the race over in Hawaii? Did they make that one tough enough?
Yeah, that one was actually really tough.
Yeah,
they were like kind of playing it. They were playing it down a bit, like it wasn't going to be tough. So we didn't get to walk much or see much of the hard stuff. And then when I came around on lap 1, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of friends over in Hawaii, and they said it was gnarly over there at that one.
Those guys don't know what regular enduro riding is. Like when they say it's an enduro, it's a survival race.
Like the Kauai hare and hound.
Yeah, the Kauai, they call it a hare and hound. And you go down the beach for a mile and a half and you turn into the forest. And then 7 hours later, you come out of a 35-mile loop.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely gnarly over there.
Yeah, guys, top 10 trials bikes.
All right. Well, we give you high five for not only winning, we give you high five for not quitting. And I think that you should give me Auntie Callanan's phone number because I'm going to put a call into him so he can say no when I tell him he should double your bonus. Do you like that idea? Double bonus. Come on. If it was the UFC, you'd get performance of the night.
Probably one of the greatest rides I've ever had in my life, to be honest.
That was awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, I wish I would kind of start, I don't have time, but I want to start scrubbing the internet. I want to watch the technique for the sitting because as I get older, I tend to sit down more. I think just the old guy style, but I want to see the technique with no foot pegs. Hey, you're also getting the opportunity this year to go over and race the World Championships.
Yeah, this year I'm racing the full World Championship.
So which ones have you done previous to this year? You've done Erzberg, of course.
Yeah, Erzberg, Romaniacs. Last year, Outliers and TKO was in it.
Yes,
so a Canadian and an American. And I also went over and did Hispania, which is in Spain. So right. I've done 4.
Yeah.
What about Hell's Gate and Roof of Africa? Do those names excite you at all? Roof of Africa has a lot of rocks.
That race is not in the World Championship.
I don't care. I just want to know if you want to ride it.
Well, to be honest,
it's too easy now
to go there, but the travel schedule to South Africa is not ideal for someone from North America, and I already have so much travel. So for me, it actually saved me like a lot of time in airports and airplanes. So I'm a little glad it got taken out.
See, that's something that when we did television, everybody would say, oh, Jerry, you have the greatest job in the world. You get to go all these races. That's because they're not in an airport and they're not on a delayed flight and they're not sitting next to a fat baby smoking a cigar, crying, throwing pudding on you. That happens in the real world. I don't know about in Canada where Guy Giroux lives and Guy Perret, whatever he's doing.
They both live there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're Jerry, they're our age.
I don't care. We're not dead.
Yeah, I hear you on the travel thing. But yeah, well, good luck on that. So do you like the ones where they do, how much navigation are they doing with the GPSs? Like I know Romaniacs was not very marked very much.
The 2 times I've done Romaniacs, you honestly barely had to look at your GPS, like maybe 5 times, 10 times a day at the most out of 6 hours of riding.
Yeah. And then are any of the other ones that way, or they're all on marked courses and stuff?
The only 2 navigational ones are Serbia and Romania.
Yeah. And did you just do Serbia? That's the one you just did.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was a little rough.
I flooded my bike on day 1, so that kind of set me back a bit.
Well, that was like a 2x4 wide river crossing or something. They do that. They put the skinnies out there for you, or
no, they just make you go through it.
Yeah, I remember Romaniacs doing a near upside down wall ride over a river. They built a Pastrana-esque thing. And you could either ride through the river or do the wall ride, and it was good for the first 3 people, and then wet tires went on it, and then everybody huck a buck.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I have
I've seen
a
that
race
before.
question.
Okay, Gene's got a question.
Are those birds in the background?
Yeah, he's in Canada. They have birds there. He's not one of the ones.
Canadian geese?
He's not one of the ones that lives underground.
Oh.
Yeah, most of people in Canada live underground, right?
Igloos.
Igloos. Oh, I didn't know this.
Hey, Jerry, can we get Guy Perret on the show?
Jerry's.
Yes, we can. If you can get him to call me.
Yeah, Jerry's my new guy to find out who to put on the show. Matt doesn't do it. Matt just drinks his.
I don't sleep around on all these podcasts.
These days,
This is a Jimmy Lewis podcast.
I just code, drink beer, and turn on the 2 buttons that run the show.
Hey, well, Trystan, thanks a lot for joining us. I just wanted to hear, like, how the heck do you ride an extreme enduro with no foot pegs? No downside on the foot pegs of the bike. I'm pretty sure that how freaking hard did you hit something to break the foot pegs?
Maybe maybe it was the perfect angle, or honestly, no idea.
Were the rocks
Must have
sharp?
just been- no, the rocks were rounded, but there's like seriously so many rocks at this race. It's crazy. Like there's more rock than dirt on the ground.
This
So
is what-
that gives you an idea.
This is what marketing told him to say.
No, that's
I'm
legit.
kidding.
Yeah. Okay, Trystan, thanks a lot for coming on the show. We
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
it. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, and keep on tearing it up.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
Factory
good night.
FMF KTM Trystan Hart,
Badass.
national,
Trystan Hart.
national champion in the U.S. Extreme Enduro Series. So pretty cool. I like Jerry sent me that video, and I got very curious because I know how gnarly those races
It's
are.
funny because when you do television in the motorcycle industry, motorsports, power sports for 20 years, you see a lot of things, you see crazy stuff. It generates questions as a journalist. Your job is to access and discovery, not always muck around and crack jokes, but find out for the people at home. And when I saw that, I personally, as a motorsports enthusiast and a dirt bike rider, I'm like, that is insane. I have to talk to that guy. I want to pick his brain, and compounded by the fact that he didn't quit. No knock on soccer players. That's a joke. People quit, whatever. I've quit dirt bike races before.
Oh, they fall down and they
But the
whine.
fact that he didn't quit,
Yeah.
just kept riding. And you hit the nail on the head when you said, did you have monkey butt? Because if you ever ridden in the mud and you just sandpapered the back part behind your groin, Gene, do you know anything about that?
Nothing.
All right. Matt, no, I'm not asking that.
So no, it's and thanks. That first half of that last speech that Jerry just gave, it was almost like us teaching him how to twist the throttle. He was telling me how to be a journalist. But that's good, you know.
No, I'm not teaching you. You know how. I'm talking to the person at home, the viewer that might not know. Oh, Jerry, you can go into Tristan's trailer and ask him this question.
Chris Dabney's claiming sabotage. Do you think the Sherco guys came over with the hacksaw on Tristan's bike?
I think an old roadie from the Beastie Boys did it.
Oh, yeah, that could
See
be.
what I did there,
Sabotage.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Oh,
tricky.
yeah. See, we should have a sound drop with sabotage. We need the sound drop machine.
Don't forget 2 more things, Matt, because you're the producer of the show.
Yep.
The tech guy.
Yep.
Sometime throughout the course of the night, Gene would like to promote the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Do you want to do that
That's
next?
a great
Massive
segue.
event.
Is that a good segue?
Because-
Jerry, let's twist the throttle on that idea like this.
Yeah, but you twist the throttle like this on your moped. Gene, tell us about the event coming up in January. You've just locked down the date for HOF4, Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. Go, Gene.
All I have to say is January 27th. Las Vegas, right? You just told us. HOF4 in Las Vegas with some of the greatest racers in the world.
You're gonna have
Most of them are old, though.
You're going to have to explain it in detail, though, because there's some people that are first-time listeners on TikTok
The-
Taco Tuesday that don't know anything about
Hot Shoe Hall
what
of Fame.
is the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame and what is the event that the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame has.
The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is a industry event where a lot of the older industry people that have been in the industry for a long time,
I got invited last
gather-
year.
Go.
gather once a year to basically visit with each other. And it's not an award show, but we do induct about 50 to 60 people every year to it. So we get a lot of really talented people that you've heard of over the years to show up. Not just racers. There's industry people. There's mechanics. There's PR people. There's you name it, right? they show up, and it's a great event. It's a great get together. Everybody has a good time. We have some really neat things, some great bikes on display, and some great people.
Go-kart racing.
And the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame,
racing, yeah.
the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame Motorcycle Museum is inside Gene Wood's Racing Experience, which is in Fremont Street in Las Vegas. So if you go to race go-karts, it's an indoor drift track on polished concrete. Jimmy goes there. He loves it. It's super fun. But there's all these plaques of all these famous industry people, famed champions, and just like heavy hitters, and a lot
Steve
of hot
McQueen's
shoes.
in there.
Steve McQueen, the list goes on.
Yep.
Let's just talk about what we just did when we went up to the Sacramento Mile. Who was the most famous guy that was hanging out with us?
Well, if anybody's ever seen On Any Sunday, Mert Lawa was the star of On Any Sunday, and Mert was there with us all weekend, signing autographs for the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, and participated in Jerry's Antics, and it was a good time. Ate the food that he cooked. It was good.
So what you didn't kill him, but what you're failing to mention also is the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is also a nonprofit, and you guys do, because it's Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, you guys do something with shoes. And is this?
We have the shoes over there, right? Matt can throw them over here.
I don't want to get caught wearing them when I'm running around Vegas dressed like a professional camper.
We're on a roll. Expound upon the nonprofit angle of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame.
So the idea is that they're giving shoes to people in need. And so this is what Gene does with the proceeds that he raises, is they go out and they find, different homeless shelters and places where people need some shoes. Because trust me, if you've ever checked out some of the people there, and especially in Vegas, it gets a little bit hot, and those people are walking around
with no shoes. Or
their shoes probably melted off the bottom of their feet, and so this is kind of where the nonprofit kind of comes in. And I think we have a little video. We can kind of show a little bit about this, and we're going to go ahead and play this. There's audio on it. Jerry's talking more, so it'll sound pretty familiar.
All right. They're not going to hear us though. So.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a nonprofit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
All right, thank you guys. You guys are really doing a lot for us. We appreciate it.
My name is James Hughes. These are Hart shoes, and they giving us these shoes from their heart. And I'm a gentleman who walks a Christian path of life, and I thank them. And I know the rest of the gentlemen here do too.
Okay, well, we just got these shoes at the men's mission, and we're really appreciated for it. So thank you for you guys doing this.
All right, thank you guys. You guys are really doing a lot for us. We appreciate it.
Right now, I'm in the mission, but I'm come up.
Tell us about your new shoes you just got from the boys.
Oh, yeah. And these guys just blessed me. These guys just blessed me with a pair of 11s. And I like it. I love it.
Marching off into the sunshine.
Yes, I love it.
That's it. Well, come and see us in Vegas.
Oh, for real?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, good to meet you. All right. Thank you very much. I want to thank Dan Walsh from Upfront Communications for editing the video for us. As a matter of fact, Gene and I shot and took those pictures, and I had sent them off to him, but he's really busy because he's working on the Outdoor National Motocross Tour that just kicked off in Pala the other day. And I called him up. I'm like, hey, not trying to get you to do this last minute, but I'm going on this show. So Dan dropped what he was doing and he edited that for us. So thank you very much, Tim,
Yep,
for
thank you,
kicking
Dan.
in. And again, these are called Hart shoes because they're from the heart of the motorcycle industry. Gene put up the money to buy the first 1,000 pairs, and we've been giving them away. We gave away about 60 pairs up there at Sacramento at that event, and we want to continue to do this good work that he started and give away shoes. So we're looking for donations from small to large, and we just want to replenish our stock so we can continue to put footwear on needy men, women, and children. And everybody knows homelessness in the United States. It's completely a terrible situation. And around Las Vegas, it's awful. So,
And where
It
would
never hurts to do something nice for someone.
yeah, it makes you feel good. Where do people go to do the donating?
They go to Hot Shoe Hall of Fame website, and there's a donate link right on it.
Okay, yeah, I see.
HotshoeHof.com.
HotShoeHof.com. Matt will type that
You
into
can
the
follow us on Instagram
chat.
or Facebook under Hot Shoe Hall of Fame.
those things. They have those Facebook and Instagram still. I'm going to get on one of those platforms pretty soon. Yeah.
speaking of T-shirts, how smooth was that?
Tech Talk Taco Tuesday T-shirt. We're going to tell you how to get that like after the break. That's one of the things that we're going to do after the break. I was going to get to a question here.
Okay.
So William E. Ortiz Gonzalez says, hello. What is the glass model of the Baja Design Spotlight that you installed?
On the CRF 250 or 450X video or L video.
Right, the glass model. I think there must be translation. These are the questions you get, and I'm supposed to figure out what this
We'll
is.
just answer it.
I'm going to do my best because I can answer 9 out of 10 without referring to a reference manual. It's the Squadron. It's the Squadron or the Squadron Pro, one of the two. It's not an XL80. That's a bigger one, but yeah, that's what it is. That's the glass model.
What's the glass?
There's really not a lot of glass in the LED headlights.
Is it a headlight or is it a windshield?
No, it's just a headlight that we dropped into the frame. I'm pretty sure we would have said in the video. A lot of times people watch like half the video and then they ask the question that is in the next 2 minutes of the video or something. Or, they watch the first 30 seconds and then they ask 3 questions, all of which are answered in the video. And I mean, I don't like to complain.
How do you protect the glass, or is it Lexan?
It's not glass. Yeah, it can get roosted pretty hard. It's better than, so I got roosted pretty hard like this one time, and it broke the glass on my GoPro, but it didn't break the glass on my headlight.
Right.
And it's made out of recycled crack pipes.
Really?
Yep. The ones they found at the foot of the Baker thermometer. I made that up. That's not true.
The part about the
Baker
glass,
No, they
the
weren't
recycled glass.
They were recycled.
Right. And then we have Mark Berlin that has a question about a Beta 220R, but I really wanted him to call in because he has a very open-ended question, especially. So this is interesting. So we get a lot of these questions, and this show kind of ranges from like we'll get really deep into a subject, and then we kind of open it up to someone. If you're like kind of a noob and you want to learn stuff, you will learn things. How to say bad words if you listen to Jerry too closely. Luckily, you're not spelling them. But he starts asking about a 22 Beta 200RR, and then he gets into the Beta X trainer, and then he jumps into the Yamaha XT200, and I'm like, whoa, that's a really wide range of. I mean, you've gone from kind of play bike, trail bike, wife's bike. I hate to that's a girl's bike, to an X trainer, which is like it's Erica's bike, so that's a girl's bike, right? Yeah. To a 200, and they've always said that like 125s and 200s are for girls, right?
Tell Eric Hallgath that. Tell Tommy Norton that.
I beat both those guys on my 125.
What's a TW then?
A TW? You got one of those? A TW 200? It's the one with the fat tires.
I know what they are.
Those are for fat old dudes.
Okay, that's why I have one.
Right. We just offended Matt. We can do whatever we want with this show now.
Seriously?
I don't know.
Can we make fun of Matt?
Yeah, probably.
No, Matt does a good job. You'd be dead in the water without him.
Let me tell you what, he's running a lot of stuff over there that's That's a tough program to run.
You need a tech.
Oh, I know. I saw him push the buttons and things like that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. So anyhow, we are. See, I was going to take a. He actually went and took his commercial break before we got to take our commercial.
Do you have a question for Gene?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah. What was the most fun racing that you did?
Most fun racing? I really liked riding speedway bikes. That was the most enjoyable form of racing for me. But I like racing a stock car was fun too.
Yeah. So
let me tell you the best ride I ever had in a race car: a wing sprint car. That's the most unbelievable thing you could ever get in.
Just because it's stuck to the,
they're glued to the ground, and they weigh 1,000 pounds, make 1,000 horsepower, and it's a ride like you can't believe.
So the speedway, for those that don't know, so speedway bikes, how much horsepower? 70, 80 horsepower?
Yeah, in the old days we ran alcohol and nitro, so they would make upwards of 80, 85 horsepower.
Okay,
170 pounds.
One speed,
no brakes, no brakes.
Yeah, so you'd warm it up on the foot peg.
You're warming up on the stand.
Lean it over its side and get that thing warm.
Well, that kept the clutch from getting hot. That's why you didn't.
And then basically you hold it wide open. When the rubber band goes up, you drop the clutch.
Right.
And then to speed up, you back off the throttle.
Not necessarily. It's a happy medium of trying to keep the tire hooked to the ground.
Right.
Because you have so much power, and it's spinning the tire, and that's how you turn the thing. Tire spinning.
Let me ask you this: you told me you liked, some people like the inside. You like to tend to ride on the outside.
The cushion.
The cushion.
Yeah.
Explain that, but also explain nowadays it seems the races that we've gone to, that we watch, there's only one line. So talk about your favorite area of the track back in the day, going around the outside, and what people have to ride on today.
Well, my preferred line was always the outside because there was dirt and people aren't in the way. If they're hugging the pole and riding down the bottom, it's hard to get by people. If you're faster than them, you can go around the outside of them. I think the unfortunate thing is today's tracks, what they've done is they've groomed the riders to go to Europe. So they've adopted FIM standard, which is a tire with a real short knob. And it's basically designed to ride on a blue groove. And that's what they build the tracks to right now. And I think the racing suffers quite a bit. And the racing here in the States suffers because they're grooming guys to go to Europe. So every year when you get a top guy, 2 or 3 top guys go to Europe. So what happens? The fan following that they build here disappears to Europe. So my analogy was, if you took the top 5 guys in NASCAR every year and you sent them to Europe, how long would it be before NASCAR failed?
Maybe that's why the MXGPs aren't doing so good, because all their guys come over here, race motocross over here. They're top guys. They want to come.
The things you learn on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, you learn about speedway, you learn about throttle position,
gripping the throttle.
You learn about throttle F-bombs. How many am I up to?
You're only still at 3. You're good. I actually scribbled them out, and then
3 F-bombs per hour.
My flat track, Gene, you're going to like this. My flat track, it's all about the cushion on the outside.
Is it?
So, just because.
Just keep the wheels in line and stay on the throttle.
Good dirt just keeps getting pushed to the outside. Yeah. And thanks to you, Gene donated a water buffalo to us. It was collecting dust, and even gave me a new motor that I didn't need for that thing.
You made it run.
Magic.
And Jimmy's a stand-up guy because he gave him a brand new motor for the water truck, the water buffalo, whatever it's called, water trailer, and he didn't need it, so he gave it back. He didn't hog it and keep it or sell it to a drug addict.
I hope a drug addict doesn't unbolt my thing from my thing.
Matt, sing us a song.
You don't like that cricket?
No, I can hear it.
Did you hear the birds chirping when Trystan was talking? That sounded so natural.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Canada.
I do, actually.
Okay, cool. Then I won't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody that you're single.
I told her about Trystan Hart, and she went on his Instagram and said, "Wow, you should get in dirt bike gear again."
Oh, so she got a little flutter for Trystan Hart?
Maybe.
Did you tell her he was from Beaverville?
No.
Okay, everybody knows that it's 8:00 right now, and it's time for us to take a little commercial break so Matt and Jerry can talk a little bit more about their dating life.
I don't have a dating life. I just asked him if he had a girlfriend. Don't try and segue me into that bullshit.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick commercial break from some of our awesome sponsors that make great products that we believe in. So we'll see you on the back.
What's up, Moto Buddies? Mike here from Taco Moto Co. What is the Taco Touch? It's the best service in the industry. Virtually 24/7 tech support via email or text, and it's like having a dirt bike doctor on call every day of the year, helping you fix your bike or recommend parts or setups for you. If you've ever received an order from us, you know that the Taco Touch extends to our fulfillment, and our orders come with the coolest stickers that you've ever had, buying parts from anybody before, and a handful of root beer barrel candies. All of our Taco Moto co-branded components come with a no questions asked lifetime warranty, and we'll even extend out the warranty of other manufacturers, OEM, and aftermarket parts where we can, sometimes for life. We test and tune endlessly and exhaustively and obsessively. We're trying to destroy everything that we can before you get your hands on it, to look for weaknesses and to improve it, or to make recommendations to the manufacturer. And if it's something that doesn't meet grade, then we don't offer it on the store. Everything that we carry is something that we have personally used, tested, and ridden and raced, and knows meets the high Taco Touch demanding standard. Go out and get some adventure.
There was a delay on that. Hopefully. Thank you for...
That's going to be fun to edit. You got me to jump.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not used to this.
Hey, that's not water after all.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
No spicy water.
We are going to do the product of the week, brought to you by Bulletproof Designs. And it's not a Bulletproof Designs product. It's a product that I've been using forever. My CD boots, but I have I ride a lot, and I have a lot of boots, and they get really worn out from riding a lot. But the cool thing about them is they have replaceable soles. Look at that. That boot almost looks brand new if it was stepping on your face, right, Jerry?
Is that the type of boot that you could get if you hooked up with Bill Baroth at Moto Nation?
That would be the case. Yes, you can get this kind of
our good friend Bill, who's a nice guy.
He's definitely a nice guy. He's been in the industry for a long time. So I'm going to
used to be Franco Cherby's right hand man. Back in the
so
day.
if you are hard on soles and you want to make them easy to replace, it probably took me about 10 minutes to do, because they're actually lodged in there pretty well. They're quarter turn little screws inside there, and oftentimes the screws get a little worn out too. So I actually take a little die grinder and I kind of cut a new groove into them and then pop them out. And when you buy the sole replacement, a lot of times you can get the screws with it also. I always say, get the screws just so you have them. And this is probably the third set of soles I put on these boots.
And the boot's still good.
The boot's still good, just the sole.
You beat the crap out of them.
Do you use the super sharp pegs like the Moto guys do?
Sometimes,
Spikes on them?
Yeah, and so I can wreck a pair of soles pretty quick when I run one of my bikes that has the really grippy pegs. But I don't do the super sharp ones, because that's one ride. Yeah. Like if you have the razor sharp, you can do 1 to 2 rides. So product of the week: CD boots with the replace. So it's these are the SRS 3, and I need to get some soles for some old SRS 2s that I have, and those have a lot more. This is just 4 bolts, and the tricky thing about it is like learning how to get these, install them. You do back end first, and then slide it up in there, and use a screwdriver and a little bit of a mallet to kind of beat it down. But
who showed you how to get it in there?
I taught myself
on prom night,
on boot night.
Okay,
I'm glad you didn't think that those boots stunk. Can you smell?
Nope.
Yeah.
My nose doesn't work. I used to paint helmets for 20 years, so I don't smell nothing. And Gene can't smell because of COVID. I can't smell because of lack of thinner. And
I'm looking up to see if I have any Jerry Bernardo creations up there.
Speaking of that,
I have some old Bob's Crazy Brush ones, but he went to the rave scene. He got into.
I sent some pictures
EDC.
to Matt, so later on, when you want to have some creations, we can use that. Hey, but we don't have to do it right away. I just wanted to remind you,
because the show is all about being a shield to our sponsors. Which, by the way,
I understand.
Yamaha.
Yep.
I'm going to race a YZ125 this weekend. Taco Moto. We went to their open house.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of cool stuff that I wanted to get for some of my bikes.
No, where's that at?
Taco Moto. They're in North Las Vegas. It's almost as bad as Pahrump, but it's a little different. They actually got a city.
We're at off of Decatur,
right next to the airport. The
North Las Vegas airport,
the little airport by right at Decatur. Like you go down Decatur where it cuts off of the one that goes at a diagonal.
Yeah,
whichever street that is. I can't remember names. It's right down the street.
North Las Vegas is bad.
Cheyenne, and Decatur.
Correct. Yep, there. So Taco Moto has all kinds of stuff for your dirt bike. tacomoto.co. They're going to bring you Roost or Endo here in a few minutes, which is everybody's favorite segment, because we give away $100 gift certificate from Taco Moto each and every week, unless we don't like any of the bikes, they don't bring us any enjoyment, whether they Roost or Endo, then we've done this before. We rolled it over, and then next week it's $200. Yeah, but I think we're going to do this more often.
The Siamese twin package.
Because I wasn't super stoked on on last week's selections.
The couch one was pretty good.
The couch was good.
I like the couch.
It wasn't
one.
great. I mean, it won kind of by default.
It won, but it was unique.
It was unique.
I like a
Scott Sports. I'm going to wear some Scott goggles with lots of tear offs because I'm going to get my roosted face handed to me this weekend. Climb. I'm going to wear Climb gear on a motocross track. Is there anything wrong with that?
There is not. If you get free gear, you're freestyling.
It's free. I'm wearing the XC. Silent. I'm wearing the XC Lite. I really like that gear. It's super lightweight, and it still has a pocket, so I might be able to take my phone. So in case I have to stop and do some face gramming
or
on the side of. Oh yeah,
you should wear a ADV helmet.
An ADV
with the shield up though. I mean, with how much you're going to get roosted.
Right. DDC. I'm running a DDC sprocket. Like I said earlier, Trail Tech. I will not be using any Trail Tech products during my Hangtown 125 Pro Invitational race. Fasst Company flex handlebars around my bike.
DDC sprocket down here on the ground that's leveling the slide out as a spacer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
He's so observant.
Just checking.
It's good. It's good. It's a really good
like
sprocket.
CSI.
Mm-hmm. Just paying attention. Seat concepts. I do not have a seat concept seat on my YZ125 because it's just stock and I haven't had need to change it. Bulletproof designs. Bike's too old. They don't make stuff for that. And no double take mirrors because I don't need to be looking behind me to see nothing.
Is there any sponsor that you don't have that you wish you had that we can plead to them tonight? Not me, because they'd say no right away. So who do you want for a sponsor?
I would like to have an oil sponsor.
Is there one oil in particular you would like?
No.
Does Lucas make good two-stroke stuff?
Yeah, actually I actually have. Oh no. Did Lucas buy Redline?
Guy there.
Yeah. Lucas, I've used some Lucas stuff lately because a friend of mine did some work for them or something, and they I think it was mostly photography work, and they just dropped off like one of everything.
I'll tell you a quick Lucas story.
Okay.
I owned Victorville Speedway in the 90s, early 90s. Larry Huffman was Lucas Oil's advertising agency.
Yeah.
So Larry called and said, we have a meeting with these people. They want to sponsor the track. Well, it's Forrest Lucas and Bob Pattison show up when we're at lunch. The deal was $10,000 for their name on the crash wall as the title sponsor of the racetrack. And we're sitting there and they go, our knees are knocking. This is a lot of money to us. And of course, 18 years later, they're the title sponsor at $10 million a year for Colt Stadium. So he did pretty well.
Yeah, and they have a giant television production company.
Yeah.
And
Mav
I mean, it's
TV.
amazing.
They own Mav TV.
Yeah, it's amazing what
Scotty McLemore.
Yeah, It's amazing what stuff can do when you do it right. You can also support Dirt Bike Test by clicking through our Amazon and Rocky Mountain links on our website. And if you have a question that we haven't answered on the show and you didn't ask it in the chat, you can always go search it on dirtbiketest.com, and likely I probably wrote an answer and then I proceeded to forget what it is. So you can go there and find exactly how to do whatever you're looking to do. Whether you're trying to tune your bike or make it faster or slower or find out if a bike's good or bad.
Matt?
Yeah.
Can we see the picture of Victor Andrade's puffy face from when he got stung?
Give me a second.
Bees?
This is a perfect example of why you need a face shield type helmet.
Exactly.
For adventure riding.
And rumor has it that up in that area, Yosemite, there are swarms of bees and whatnot. Michael Gaynor, the Focky Racing rep from Yosemite, told me it's his backyard. We get the bees, we get the views. And look at poor Victor. He's puffy, he can't see, he needs some goggles.
They can't see him quite yet here.
Well, okay, look at Victor. You're going to see him in a minute. We're doing a courtroom sketch. He's puffy. He looks like shit. Can I say shit?
I don't know if that's a 4-letter word.
Gene?
You can say it.
You can say it? I'm going to just give you a ding for that one anyways.
Victor looks like shit in this picture because he's usually a very handsome human being.
I think he looks
He's
good.
my Valentine, too.
Yeah, he's Matt's Valentine.
Yeah, he's my Valentine.
Oh.
He proposed to him on the show.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, it gets worse around here quick. Matt's just got to find the photo.
I don't know which is better, the picture of Victor or the picture of Cassandra from Sweden.
So what you're looking at here is a chubby Mexican face. And he
wasn't chubby when he started the ride.
He's not winking at you.
Like I was riding, and then all of a sudden, Holmes.
Yeah, see, Victor, that's what you get.
That's it. When you talk crap, Victor, you get wet.
Yeah, that's right. So, Victor, a big fan of the show. I think so. Why do you not have a face shield helmet, or was your face shield up when you went through the bees?
He'll have to. He's
to,
laughing.
Yeah, he could call in. We could have him call in.
Is this a good time to look at the picture of Sweden's new Fuck You Racing rep, Cassandra Lundin?
We can.
Oh, well, let's go from...
There's a little bit of a palate cleanser.
Let's go, yeah, a palate cleanser. That's nice.
That's actually pretty good for a guy that has a girlfriend.
He's not allowed to say that, too. Now he's in trouble.
There's 42 chapters of Fuck You Racing in the United States and 8 international chapters, and now Cassandra is heading Fuck You Sweden in her new top, and that's her with her blue eyes. And I don't think I have to describe in detail that even if Trystan Hart looked at this picture, his pulse would escalate, and he would feel that special prom night feeling below his cowboy belt buckle.
Are there T-shirts like that?
Actually, there's one of the guys that's Fuck You Texas put up the money because he wanted to give his friend over in Finland one of those shirts. So there's only 4 blue hoodies like that. So that's one of 4. And well, when you look like her, obviously you get them for free.
Yeah, that's why.
Do you need a Fuck You Sweden top? Or a thong?
It just ties into my Husaberg roots. You know, not that I have any Swedish blood in me or anything like that.
Husaberg guy.
You're a factory Husaberg.
Oh, and the other up. Thanks for that. That was a good one though. Touche on the palate cleanser.
Yeah.
So Jerry,
I got jokes every now and then.
You're living in the high rent district in Vegas now.
I didn't say that.
Allegedly, and I know
no one disclosed my location.
I know
no one was allowed to disclose
my
location, and I plead the 5th because I'm not saying that's true.
I know
that. Strike that from the record.
It's because aliens brought you here. Aliens brought you here.
Alien?
Yeah, it could be.
Anyway, get to the point of the question. I live in a van down by the river.
2 cute guys in a really hot sports car driving around a Pahrump. What does that mean?
Who said we were cute and who said we were in a sports car?
Me.
Matt.
You know what happens? You buy Jimmy an ice cream, and all of a sudden he's trying to lube you up like a gay pirate.
Hey, just get a little scared when he asks if you want to go to Sherry's.
You're the one that has a male Valentine and a girlfriend.
So you and your friend designed this awesome Tech Talk Taco limited edition t-shirt.
Yes.
And you were going to coach me up on this show on how we can sell these, and then I can live in the high rent district in Pahrump. Of course, I'm across the street from a winery. So I was
one flush away from Las Vegas.
A wino, you mean, not a winery.
Winery. I was thinking about getting my house plated in gold. So we need to get in this t-shirt business because it's super lucrative.
All right. We designed this cool t-shirt because
this show,
I designed this shirt along with the help of Tim Beaumont. Contrary to popular belief, I did it for free because Jimmy actually is a nice guy. Okay? He never gave me like a filter or anything or a spark plug when I was in a pickle.
I just gave you a whole bike one time.
We're going to do a pre-sale of these shirts. So if anybody wants to support Jimmy and Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, I'm figuring like $25 shipped. So that'll cover shipping and the shirt. And we'll go medium to triple XL, double XL and triple XL are a couple of bucks more blank.
Right.
You don't want to get too crazy. Nobody wears smalls. You know what I mean?
I do, but I usually clip the sleeves off and then I take the top and I pull it up. Want to see how I do this? And I take it up and I pull the top up like this. Okay, go ahead.
You've done that before.
So if you want to do a pre-sale, you go on your social media and you go 1 week pre-sale, you determine X amount of time, and you say, if you want to buy these shirts, they're $25 shipped, send into Facebook. You have to put these things, because people like to buy shirts and they don't tell you where they live. So it's like, okay, I'll send it to you.
What if Matt builds a quickie little web page that they link to, and then they can do all the stuff there on the back?
Okay, so if you know how to do a pre-sale, don't ask me to tell you what.
No, I was just making it better. Because then if he figures out how to do this, then he could do this for that bad club with a good name.
I'm a graphic designer. I make shirts.
I'm a dumb motorcycle racer. Gene, what are you?
You're a nice guy, and I need a spark plug.
I'm just an old nothing.
TW200.
I need a B9 EV.
TW200.
Can you do this? Can you make the website? Little back end work?
Probably.
Good. Yeah.
For a nominal service
I have a technical question though.
Okay.
Tell me about SAG. What's
He's
on the
serious.
back of a motorcycle.
Okay, I'll get to that. That's a great question. We answer this every once in a while, and it's probably time to do it again. So we will do this. This shirt, can I put it on a better mannequin? They said if they would probably buy this shirt if they put it on a better mannequin.
Well, I might use up one of my F-bombs.
Do you want to switch shirts, Jerry?
Do you want
on
me
the
to
show?
Use one of my F-bombs to answer that question? Because I will.
You got two
Hey,
more.
I'm not the one who
I
put
have 3 more.
I'm not the one who put the limit on them.
Oh, well, you got 3
I
Fs
just
and
pushed
1
the
S.
I pushed the buttons. This was Jimmy Show's, but I just pushed the
Hey,
buttons.
can you put beeps on those? Beep. Can you do that?
Depends on how much
I'm
time I have
paying
to
you?
edit this
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
I kind of
okay, we're gonna get into this sec. So if you are in the chat and you do have questions, this is a time where it's question roulette, brought to you by Fasst Company, maker of flex handlebars.
Oh,
because Fasst Company, fast questions. Gene started it off with how do you do sags? This is going to take a couple minutes.
Well, I don't know why and
why?
what the effect it has, and
Okay,
why
so
should I run 4 inches of sag on the back of my KTM 300?
you should probably not run 4 inches. You should run 3 3/4.
Okay.
And it does make a difference. So basically, you're adjusting the ride height of the motorcycle,
Right.
and it's easy, simple to do with the rear shock through the rear shock spring. So it's spring preload, and the good thing about sag is most of the time you can tell if. And so sag is you on your motorcycle, all of your weight on the motorcycle. So a lot of times you're sitting on it or you're standing on the foot pegs and somebody's balancing it. It's the suspension. As much as that weight compresses it down compared to the bike on the stand with it completely extended. So you're going from axle to rear fender.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the distance. And then you hop on it and you measure that same axle to rear fender again. And then you find out the sag is how much difference it is. So you're saying 4 inches. On KTMs, I like to run 3 3/4, which is actually, 100 millimeters, a little less, sometimes it kind of ranges between 90.
Well, 100 millimeters is 4 inches roughly.
Yeah, a little less. Just a little bit. That's why I said 3 3/4.
Okay.
So I could be wrong though. I'm just guessing, like I always do. But the range is kind of from. I mean, it's on the big side. It's 80 millimeters to 120.
Yeah, but what does it do if you're changing that sag a quarter of an inch? What's the difference you're going to feel on the motorcycle? Are you changing the head angle too? Because when you squat the back of the bike.
Yep, you're changing a lot of stuff. The head angle, you're changing kind of how the suspension will respond. Like a lot of times when you have a little bit more travel, in other words, less sag, it could put the bike in a little bit freer part of the stroke. So there's actually better bump compliance, or if it's low, it kind of packs the shock a little bit more so there's all kinds of things that change with it. And that's why the manufacturers give an adjustment range, and you can, you set it and then you ride it. And I always say, try at one end of the range and try at the other end and see if you notice anything. And then, because my sag number isn't always what the manufacturer recommends, but I always set it to the manufacturer recommendation. Then I know it's there. Then I quit looking at the numbers. I just turn the spring. So I go maybe 2 turns, and each turn on a KTM spring, if you do a full, rotation of the tightening collar, it's about 3 millimeters adjustment. So a lot of times I'll do 2 turns of the spring, ride it, come out and take 4 turns out of it and ride it and feel what it does. Because it does change the head angle, can make the bike more stable, less stable. It can make it change the way the bike turns. It can change the suspension feel, all kinds of stuff. And then same thing, you can slide the forks up and down in the tubes a little bit, which will do some of the same stuff.
Same type of deal, yeah.
You can change spring preload in the forks, exactly the same as doing the compression. So that's what's going on there. And Jerry's so bored, he's shooting hot pictures of me for his Instagram account. That was good. Good. Jerry?
Okay.
Hi.
That was good. That was good.
Did that answer the question?
I still don't know any more than I started, but
What do you see? 90 to 100 is Eric is saying on his. So that's why I kept going closer to 3 3/4. Once you start getting on a PDS suspension, no, wait, yours a Husky.
No.
Yours a KTM with the PDS.
What's a PDS?
No linkage.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I never
great.
looked under the
Great. Okay.
I didn't look under the seat.
Under the swing arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that either.
Yeah, boy, good thing you're not running around in the bars these days, because if you're not looking underneath the seat.
That sounded like something I would say. Stop using my
I told you in the restaurant, Jerry, you don't want me to tell, we don't want to find out if I love you.
I was almost going to crack a bad joke just then, but I rarely bit my tongue, I swear to God.
Hey, we're having a good effect on each other.
and I'm sober.
I know. Me too. Ish. Now I lost my train of thought. With the PDS, you don't want to go too low.
It's a 21. So what's
yeah, same thing. They're all the KTM XCWs are Is yours an XC or XCW?
It's got a headline on it.
It's XCW. So it has linkageless rear suspension, which is, I like it. I really like it. Most people don't. They say it's junk. I think it's really good. But it's just simple. It's so easy to get the shock on and off, and it works for what you're using it for if you set it up properly, i.e. sag. So if you get too low on those,
right,
they start getting harsh, very harsh. Right. And so a lot of people are kind of a little afraid to get them to ride high because they think it's going to make the bike unstable and do strange things. But the other thing is if you get your sag, you measure the sag, and then you take the bike and you take your weight off of it and it tops out. In other words, there's no what we call free stag, which should be about 3/4 of an inch,
right,
35 millimeters. You need a stiffer spring. And that's really important on the PDS shock. If you have the wrong spring on your PDS shock, you are fighting an uphill battle. It'll never.
And if you have too much free sag, you're in a men's room with George Michael.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have a men's room story. It's kind of a good one.
We heard that at dinner.
You didn't hear this one.
It made. Oh, there we go.
So we were racing in Bakersfield one night. This guy's 7-time national speedway champion. I'm not going to say his name. Okay. We stop at Denny's on the way home. We go into the bathroom. We're standing at the men's urinal. And he goes, "Hey, Woodsy," because that's what he used to call me. He goes, "Hey, Woodsy, I can pee on the ceiling." And I go, "Okay, well, go ahead." So he grabs it and he shuts it off and then he lets it go. And it goes straight up in the air about 4 feet. And it came right straight down and hit him right in the face. And it was running off his nose. I was like, "You're nuts."
It's only a good story.
On the corner with
it's
this guy.
only a good story if you tell us his name.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to tell his name.
Well, he's 7-time national champion, so you can figure that out.
Yeah. World champion too?
Not world, just
Not
national.
World? Okay. Different guy.
Probably the winningest speedway rider, American speedway rider of all time.
Oh, I know who it is. Is it my favorite guy from 4?
No.
Oh, damn it.
But you know his daughter.
This is the
good-looking one.
Yeah.
The one that
She's
would
pretty.
punch you right in the
She's
face.
pretty, that one. Yeah, she's punching in the face.
She's an attractive
That's why I'm not
girl,
saying his name.
But she would swing. She's the type of chick that, without alcohol, she would punch a dude right in the throat. That makes her so hot. Great
And just in case you're wondering, the show is also brought to you by JimmyLewisOffroad.com. That's my business school thing where I teach you to be a better rider.
I told the guy that works for the Jack Daniels company over in Las Vegas, he's the head of all Jack Daniels stuff. I said, "You need to get your buddies over here and take a couple of schools. You'll get to ride with Jimmy because I dropped your name."
Okay.
And he knew who you were, and he's like, "Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't know that. He's right there." I go, "Dude, go over there and you get to ride with him. Take the school." And
I need an alcohol sponsorship. I need alcohol sponsorship for this show.
Okay.
Almost as much as oil.
Okay, so
because
alcohol.
I drink on the show because I literally walk out of the studio and go crash right into my bed.
Yeah.
I don't really have that much. I usually have a sip. By the way, tonight's tequila, Victor and Mark Daniels, is 3 R's. 3 R's tequila. You can't get it in the United States, but it's really good. Recommended by my friends at what was the name of that shop that I was going to down in?
Inside Line Moto.
60.
Inside Line. No, those. Tim doesn't drink either.
Oh, really?
Not at all. Nope.
Okay, here's a little pop trivia.
Okay.
Drinking tequila combined years of sobriety, 65, 34, 99 years of sobriety next to this friggin' drunk.
Yeah. Well, you handle it well. You handle me well.
I can tell you stories of when I did drink.
No.
No.
Here's a story not of when I did drink. This is a story with Chris Kiefer real quick. Chris Kiefer is one of my best friends in the world, like a brother. He's awesome. He never seen me drunk. He goes, "Dude, I just want to see you drunk one time." When I lived in,
because he doesn't drink either.
I don't know if he does.
I don't think he does.
He was trying to get me to drink. He wanted to, like, "Oh, Jerry's crazy. I want to see him drunk. What's it like when he's drunk?" He goes,
"No,
dude, I want to see you drunk just one time. Come on." I'm like, "No, I don't fucking drink, Kiefer. Come on." I just slipped in an F-bomb.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'll just right there.
I wouldn't drink. So anyhow, finally I looked at me, I go, "All right, me and you, quarter Jack Daniels." handcuffed. He goes, F that. I go, here you go. That's a smart man, that Chris Kiefer.
That's a great way, because people like always want to like get into a drinking contest or something. That's a great way to do it. Like,
can you imagine being handcuffed to me drinking Jack Daniels?
No.
I can't imagine it.
No. They make meth for that.
What was that thing? 127 hours. The guy cut his arm off because he got caught in the ravine.
Yeah,
He would be like this. You'd be like,
See, Mark Daniels in 1924, Don Roberto Reposado. He's always got something. He's always one up in me.
You don't want to see Bernardo drunk.
No.
Do I even know Eric Featherston?
Don't know. He probably. Do you think?
Reveal yourself, Featherston.
He might
step into the light.
He might run a sticker. You never know. He could be part of the club.
Come out from the curtain.
Hey, can you get Galois to sponsor you again? They're asking me. I don't really. That was one of the weirdest.
Stop messing around, Victor.
That was one of the worst. Not best sponsors, because I got paid a lot of money.
It was a blue bike.
Yeah, it was a blue
white
bike.
letters.
Right. And that was a great sponsor, because they paid a lot of stinking money. But like I had to go to events. Like and I mean, the chicks that were walking around with the plates, they had plates like hors d'oeuvre plates, but they just had cigarettes lying around, and the chick would, you'd pull a cigarette and then the chick would light them up for you. It was just walking around with the Galois.
Like, is that a French company?
Yeah. I think they were making cigarettes for children.
You get pulled over for a random breath test and they make you spell Galois.
So Eric says you know him. That's like people.
No offense if I don't remember who you are, because I'm just looking at the name. I know 13 people in my whole life. Obviously 14.
You should have done what Erica told me to do today. Like she said, say, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, there we go.
Bitch.
That's a bad word too.
So wait, I have a question.
Okay.
If I went to Jimmy Lewis riding school, what would I learn? I mean, like I'm just a motorcycle enthusiast, and I want to learn to ride a motorcycle
better.
Do you decide what the people learn on the day, or do you watch them ride and then say, this is what you need to know how to learn?
Everybody, and I mean everybody, can work on exactly the same things, which is balance and traction. So I don't care who you are. I don't care how fast or whatever, you can improve if you improve your relationship with balance and traction. And it sort of depends on what you want to do, because they have a very, a relationship that's very tight. The more you're aware of the balance, the better you can feel the traction. And then you can control the traction, which off-road, it's always variable traction. So the more you're in tune with this, and it just, almost anybody I could see. And the hard part is everybody kind of wants to see, they want to do two things. They either want to ride faster, or they want to be more efficient when they ride. In other words, use less energy. Those are the two things that people come. I want to be faster, or I don't want to get so tired when I ride, or be safer. Right. It's just safety comes along with both of those things, believe it or not. And so it's all in getting to a point where I like to say all the time that the way I see most people ride, and we're talking even really good riders, it's like they're riding and their bike's going, hey, like this, but they're so using so many muscles and constantly compensating to get what they want instead of allowing it to happen. They're muzzling their motorcycle. Not that I talk to them. So we work on with some really, really basic stuff that's at the same time ridiculously advanced, because it just comes to the point where I got to teach you this stuff, and then you start going, hey, how do I?
Go ahead.
Okay, you're going to draw a picture?
No, just continue with them.
Yeah, you're going to get to a point where I want your motorcycle to tell you what's going on,
right?
And then you start feeling what's going on, and then you can start taking advantage of it. Because a lot of times when you're just going like, well, these are all trials-based skills, and you remember mental.
Talk to Gene. I'm doing my thing.
Okay.
I'm making sign language to Eric so he doesn't cry.
We put you in the middle. We put you in the middle so we could.
Put me in the middle.
It's kind of hard to see on camera.
You need a big felt tip marker.
Okay.
It's okay.
He's friends, the conga line. He's friends with Mental. You know Mental.
Oh yeah.
So,
right.
So if I do know you, I will not name you in a lineup.
So anyways,
please do the same for me.
So we work on a lot of that, balance and traction. And then we really work on, in my world, a motorcycle only does 4 things. It can accelerate, it can decelerate, you can initiate a turn, and then you can control a turn. But off-road, it's very rare that you get to purely control a turn because its traction's always changing and stuff. So you're constantly initiating, reinitiating, kind of doing this stuff. And so when we break it down and kind of explain how you should think about it, hopefully after you've taken our basic 2-day class, you walk away and you should never have to come back here again, because
you've taught them all basics.
If you're out doing something and something goes wrong, you should be able to break it. What was I trying to do? Was I trying to accelerate? Was I trying to decelerate? Right. Was I initiating a turn? Was I control? What was I doing? And then what went wrong? And then you go, well, I was out of balance, and then I didn't respect the traction. And so it's a real simple but crazy advanced at the same time.
How much does it cost for a 2-day course?
Last season was $1,100 for the 2 days.
$1,100.
$1,100.
How many people in a class?
We used to get 18, but it was slow. It was slow in the spring.
Oh, no wonder you live in this mansion.
Yeah.
With a vibrating chair.
Right. So, so he's from the old, I fired the conga line. I wasn't very popular with those guys, evidently, because they wouldn't ride the bikes all night. They would just ride them as long as they wanted to. Then they would park them, because it was supposed to be a 24-hour test. And if I said 24-hour test, it was a motherfucking 24-hour test. Here, I'm going to chalk that one up for me.
You just take one away from Jerry.
Okay, I can tell. It's probably better to take one. Yeah, take one away from Jerry. Because I didn't like that fake. I didn't like that fake media stuff. It's popular now. It's getting more popular. That's why I'm not any good at it anymore. So, anyways, Victor has a question.
Analogy for fake media stuff?
What's that?
I might get in trouble if I say this. Yelling. Let me finish. Yelling announcers at Nitro Circus. Right from the beginning, before anything's ever happened. Wait till something exciting happens and then turn the volume up loud.
Are the Nitro Circus tours even still going on?
I don't know. Just a lot of yelling, and it's called manufactured enthusiasm. But I digress.
So is that why you waited until we started the second half of the show before you yelled? Because that was the exciting part?
No, I can't tell you why I yelled in detail, because
it's time for Tech Talk Taco Tuesdays. Rooster Endo, brought to you by Taco Moto. I'm not very good at that announcing thing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
All right.
Matt, get this thing ready.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to go
Cerveza Vittoria, más sabrosos que nunca.
The PC didn't like
You can
that.
just start by putting her picture back up again.
We have 3 more pictures to show.
Oh, we do.
But let's do.
Hey, Jerry,
Endo
tell everybody how they can become a member of your good team with a bad name.
Run a sticker, ride your dirt bike, have fun, don't be a douchebag.
That's pretty simple. How would one go about acquiring? I know there's lots of way to acquire a fuck you, and that I don't have to get a thing for that. Sticker, because there's different. I kind of hoarded the Nevada chapter stickers. Yeah. And basically, I have to see you riding in Nevada.
Which is only fair.
Especially if you ride with me, then you definitely get one. But if I run into you and I see you riding and you look like you're not being a douchebag and you're on your dirt bike,
chapter.
All that stuff, yeah. It was Pahrump, Nevada based. But, we just, sometimes things come flying out of the toilet. Gene, you ever seen that happen before?
Only when I come to here.
Okay. Yeah, you fly back out of the toilet, back over to Las Vegas. Yeah. So that's how you would get a Fuck You Nevada. I trade them sometimes with other guys that I know are doing the chapters and stuff. There's a little outsider trading going on.
The thing with acquiring swag from Fuck You Racing is it's very small. I'm the only one that does it, and I only make stuff every now and then. And it's only in quantities, averaging around 50 items or whatever. But I am actually doing because I'm sick of having to ask my friends to help me ship things out. So I'm going to do a little Shopify page, and pretty soon I'm going to kick it off. I'm just working out the quirks with my buddy Nick Knoll. And usually I'll just stick a few stickers in there when I sell something, like the hat you're wearing. This hat was never for sale. There's only 6 of these. I stick some stickers in there, and that's it. Sell a shirt, pop a couple of stickers in there. Sometimes I do a sticker pack and whatnot, but if you look on the Fuck You Facebook page and our Instagram,
follow
maybe
'em.
down the track, you'll
follow
see, because if we sell some shit, we sell some shit. And if we don't care. Because we is me upside down. So there you go. I'm not going to be rich.
Picture of the coffin up. Is that too quick?
No, we can do that right now.
Just do the coffin. This is what Jerry's talking about.
No, I'll tell you about the coffin.
It's
okay. I had this idea. That sounds funny. I had an idea. I wanted to build a homemade coffin, which was scary because it was only about as big as a small child.
Well, so that's okay, but I'm going to describe this for all the people that listen to us in the podcast format.
Oh, I forgot. The photos don't go to your ears.
Photo. Yeah. So what you're looking at is a child-sized coffin built with Jerry, nice aged wood from
50-year-old fence slats from Australia.
You got some nice planting soil in there that has the shape of a supercross track.
I took it to Kruzik's Ride Park in Victoria, Australia, and I had Dan Kruzik bring over a bucket load of nice loam. And then you know how kids went at the beach, they build a little motocross track and they get their little plastic bikes and go.
Kids,
wait right here.
Yeah, like Travis, don't push the swing arm.
They do the little,
Right.
So I brought that over there and. Mark Jones, one of the great motorsports photographers from Australia, took the picture for me, and it looks bitchin'.
Yeah.
Chris Smith of WER fame made the little patina chains.
World champion Chris Smith,
second overall at Incas Rally.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the point of this isn't if you ride dirt bikes you will die. The point of this is you are going to die. So you might as well ride a fucking dirt bike.
Okay, yeah, that's a strike.
I put an extra on that one.
That's okay. Yeah, that was the emphasis.
So that's it. That's art. That's what people like me think of in our brain. The cacophony of lotto ball things flying around like little skulls flying and dive bombing each other. Like if the monkeys from The Wizard of Oz took acid and had a fight, and they're like,
So before Jerry ends up underneath that supercross track. You got to follow him on Facebook and Instagram. That's JB Black. No, that's Fuck You Racing.
My personal page is unbeknownst to humans.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I changed my name.
But
Fuck You Racing on Facebook and Fuck You Racing on Instagram.
That's FAHQ.
If you follow it, that's great. If you don't, that's even better.
Okay.
Isn't all that what you do though?
What do you mean?
Graphic design.
Oh yeah, that's what I do for a crust. That means how I earn a living. I do graphic design. So if you want me to draw something with a crayon, pay me.
A lot of the things that you see on my designs are Jerry designed.
Can we look at the picture of the John Wayne shirt, which is the most famous?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Fuck You stuff is this stuff. Some of it is because of popular demand is coming back. I thought that I was going to be one of the only people that ever survive and let their shirt, because I don't throw anything away, and I still have it's the blue. It's blue and whatever.
Look at the picture.
Yeah, we got to look at the picture. I don't want to look at me anymore. So this that was classic.
So this shirt, no lie, this is a revised version I just did last week of a 30-year-old T-shirt that Tom Norton, artist Norton, and I'll have to say there's two Tom Nortons in Fuck You Racing, Blackwater 100 winner Tommy Norton and artist Norton, my good friend Tom Norton, designed this many years ago, and I just kind of morphed it around and changed it a little bit. And I'm going to reprint this, but I'm going to reprint it. Probably will be the 5th time I've ever done this shirt, and I'm never going to print it again because I'm over people asking me about it. So more whiskey, fresh bikes for my men. Soon to be out, possibly, but on a limited quantity because I'm not Walmart. I'm definitely not Target. You know what I'm saying there, kid? Wink.
Hey.
And if I sell some stuff, I sell some stuff. And if I don't care.
And we did a handshake deal underneath the table like right now, and you didn't see it because it was blocked there, that he wasn't going to step on the Tech Talk Taco Tuesday shirt premiere because we're both, in this together, this whole T-shirt thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that everybody needs to have a TTTT shirt. TTTT is like trying to spell banana and you don't know when to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Eric Featherston's defending himself from those things. He said he took a union break unbeknownst to the editor. Well, if the editor was doing his job at the time, he would have been up there cracking the whip. And if you ask anybody that rode any one of our test bikes, I was an asshole. And then I was worse when they didn't ride the bikes.
I think Eric's at his 1,000-word limit already, so he needs to just.
He's a fan of the show. He's getting top.
I'm just busting his chops. Come on.
Okay, so question: if you're in the chat right now, because I'm always super interested, where is everybody at? And then while we're doing that, Matt's going to throw up our first bike from Roost or Endo, brought to you by Taco Moto. That's tacomoto.co. Go there for all of your needs for your bikes. This segment, this is the three of us. Sometimes we let Matt talk. We discuss the bike in question after Matt reads off the spec sheet. And so what you're supposed to do is send in the picture, send us your make and model, and then a little bit about your bike. And then we critique it. And I'm seeing a picture of a Tesla with a gas nozzle in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a charging port. Okay. So let's have it. So
this is Mike, 2016 500 EXC. This is he says this is his dual sport. FMF pipe, G2 ergonomics handguards, tidy tail, sick ass, Tusk hand grip, ODI lock on grips, soon to have G2 throttle tamer, Polysport swing arm and side covers, stealth sprockets, DID chain, E-line carbon fork guards, a Chair Beast 3.1 gallon tank, soon to have Voyager Pro Trail Tech on order, a few other small items, axle pulls, Tusk D sport tires worn out in this pick. New tires are waiting to be mounted, and those are definitely worn tires.
Yeah, the front especially.
That front one's gnarly, dude. That looks like some Flintstone shit.
So are you at the Tesla thing trying to pick up on chicks or what? I'm confused.
Ever take it off any sweet jumps?
Yeah, the helmet doesn't match the bike, though, for some reason. It's bothering me. Not that I'm ever concerned about.
Is the swing on black stock on that, or is that?
No, it's a plastic cover that you get when you go super extreme. Yeah. And I'm thinking this guy's really wants to go use his bike because he's gone with the aluminum skid plate. But
didn't we get a 2016 500 EXC with the same model, almost the same mods before?
It's real easy to do. I mean, I think we see more 6 days bikes than we do regular
really
bikes.
Familiar.
It's funny, the angle of the license plate thing is like this, Billy.
You have to. That's for the
I know
helicopter.
that.
Hey, his license plate is excited to go riding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's excited to go.
This
riding.
was an email submission. I didn't get a last name, but this bike seems really familiar.
Okay, well, it's I'm saying because it needs new tires, even though they're on the way. Not sure why is it the charging port. Did this guy
Josh
post last week in his garage?
This bike seems really familiar, but I didn't get a last name on this submission.
Does Josh have another bike in the
Josh has multiple. Josh doesn't have another bike.
Oh, no, this one.
This bike seems really familiar.
The competitors are ratting each other out. Okay, let's. I'm just gonna go because I'm confused by this thing. I'm gonna go Endo.
I'm going Endo.
Yeah, the photo doesn't really make me want to ride.
We don't have to vote.
You can vote. No,
we don't.
Yeah, Matt, you weren't supposed to vote. You're supposed to stay out of this a little bit. I got two co-hosts that came all the way into the toilet from Las Vegas to do this.
Who says we're from Las Vegas? You keep repeating that.
This is the only
place. You
place.
know what the words witness protection mean?
The only place.
Attention.
The only place that the aliens can land legally is in Las Vegas.
I was in Las Vegas today in the parking lot. And I backed out and this lady honked at me and I go, "Excuse me." She goes, "Go to hell." And I said, "Well, I'm going to Pahrump this afternoon. Does that count?"
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Why is the front tire worn backwards? He's claiming Endo. What do you guys say?
Too much bitumen.
Yeah.
Bitumen?
Too much asphalt.
Asphalt. Okay. Yeah.
I don't like the front tire.
Straight lining on asphalt.
It doesn't look like the thing would be very fun to ride.
Endo. Yeah,
whenever I see dirt bikes in the back of a pickup truck, if you're at a light, the first thing I look at is the tire wear. I don't know why. I just always look and see if.
Oh,
the center knob worn out.
When you see the front tires rolled the wrong way, and you're just like, that guy's just been riding that down the road.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it okay if an adventure bike in the back of a truck has a really worn out tire like that?
Because I don't know that much about adventure.
They wear
really weird.
I would want to
put with the big square knob.
You just ride it up the ramp into the back. Didn't you hear Erica say that I should start a show where I just unload and unload
motorcycles? Who's the mysterious Erica you keep mentioning? Anyhow, can we get the next submission?
Next
please,
submission,
Matt?
yeah.
Can. Indeed.
This is a show about motorcycle and motorcycle related products.
All right, so next one up is going to be from Matt Huff. Let me zoom this out.
So we've got Alaska. We've got Huntington Beach. Eric probably has a lot of tattoos. He's from Huntington Beach.
So Matt Huff, 2018 450 EXCF, 2-inch Moto Labs lowering kit, GR tuner, Cycler handguards, Syngage graphics, key relocate kit, IMS tank, TM oil cap, Recluse core, FMF Q4, sick ass rear fender eliminator kit with LED front S&D rear lights, brand new Moto IT tires, D-Smog kit.
That has TKC 80s on it.
And it's lowered 2 inches and the lowered seat there.
What's up with the front tire?
It's the stock tire that it comes with, and it's they're horrible in the dirt.
So how big is that tire? Is that like a 325? I don't know. They're all metric now.
It would be a
275.
Yeah,
300.
300 maybe.
So would you ever run a 325 on the front? You ever run big tires on the front?
So now there's a really popular there's 9100 would be the normal size, and then there's these 8100s that are. I'm sorry, 8100s are the standard ones like we've always been running, and 9100s are now they call them fatty tires, and they're really, really popular. There's certain conditions where, I would absolutely run them, but for the most part, anytime I'm getting anything that has ruts, like anything that's kind of ruddy, even if it's kind of sand ruddy, they grab a little too much traction.
Really?
They float a little better, but they kind of hunt and wander.
I always ran like a 325 on the front of my
So
CR
2018.
I just like the way they steered for some reason.
And some people do. And like I said, for me, they steer a little bit too much, and like they don't kind of, and then when they do that, then they don't bite when you really want them to kind of bite in. But it's a characteristic. And what's in the front spoke? It's probably a reflector. Is that 16 on center? Or is that 24 on center on the framing there? Is it because I don't see a lot of the fire blocks in there. Tighten that garage up a little bit. No comment. Got the loading ramp in the picture too.
Yeah, foreground.
Foreground. Yeah, she's trying to get
it's Harbor Freight stuff right there.
So are we trying to zoom into the back or?
No, I was just is this picture a lot?
It's a lot wider. Yeah,
a lot wider.
Yeah, inconsistency is in the image sizes.
Right. So is that a cement floor or dirt floor? What are we looking at here?
I think it's cement floor.
Picture.
It's a cement floor. See, look at the line back there.
Yeah, picture's horrible. Not super stoked on the tire, although the bike looks pretty good.
It looks like this is a true dual sport used bike though, like with the
yeah. And if you're going to ride 50-50, like if they say 50-50 dual sport, those tires are fine for that. They're actually some of the better ones.
And then again, every now and then you get pulled over by the cops, and you got a proper knobby on there, and they get all arced up because the wife didn't pat them in the right area in the morning before they left for work, and you get a ticket. So there you go. If you're on the road a lot, maybe you get the hurt me tire on the front.
Do they really watch that for DOT tires?
If the police officer wants to be a
douchebag is the word. I
was going to say a very thorough and knowledgeable of the traffic code. Yeah. Yes, they can go after if you have illegal tires on it, just like on your car or whatever,
Can I jump in sideways for a second?
What would stop you?
Remember that Tell the Quick story about there's a little place that there's 25 mile an hour speed limit that Gene drives down where Gene lives a lot, and you get pulled over by the cop.
Alienville.
He gets pulled over by the cop. It's classic
25
place.
miles an hour.
25 miles an hour. People get bagged there left and right. They hide in this parking lot. He gets pulled over and...
So it's right by the airport, and everybody runs 35 miles an hour and there's 25, no matter what, right? I'm new to the town. I get pulled over and the guy goes, how fast you're going? I go, not really, because you're going 47 and a 25. Well, I never even saw the sign. I go, oh man, I haven't had a ticket in a long time. He goes, well, I don't know what to tell you. He goes, well, if I show you my NASCAR license, will that help you?
No. He said, what are you, a NASCAR?
No, that's right. He goes,
go back to the beginning again.
I was going 47. And the guy goes, what do you think you are, a NASCAR driver? And I said, if I show you my license, will you give me a break? Because I had a valid NASCAR driver at the time, right? And he goes, really? He goes, let me see. So I show him the license. He looks at it and he goes, well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you go if you tell me who my favorite driver is. And I go, probably an asshole. So he probably likes Tony Stewart because Tony was a little rough at the time. I go,
listen.
I go, Tony Stewart. And he goes, how'd you know? He goes, I'll let you go. Let me go.
You let him go because he had the license and he guessed the thing.
Oh, boy.
So, hey, suck it.
Okay, so was that last one a Rooster Endo?
Endo.
Matt Huff.
Yeah,
Endo. I it didn't make me want to ride. I thought it was a nice bike. But for some reason it wasn't fitting into my wheel.
Something special, right? You want something that sticks out, not just another dual sport bike, another KTM.
I mean, sometimes the bikes stick out for some reason or another, and that.
Let me send in a picture of my CR500 again. What would that? Can I get in on this?
Yeah. As long as you're not sitting right there and voting on your own bike. I mean, that's the one.
I'll abstain.
I'm not voting.
I'll abstain.
You'll stay. I don't know. It's. We just talk about the bikes, and sometimes we see something on the bike and it prompts a good discussion, like we had about tires or whatever.
Sometimes the bikes are awesome.
Sometimes they're really awesome. Sometimes the photos are awesome. I've been like for past like 6 months, I've been on a photo trip, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Mostly about the photos. So, which I just kind of find it interesting. I don't even focus sometimes on the bike. Like I was just like joking about the framing,
about the presentation. Then
it's about everything. I mean, sometimes they one guy told a really bitchin' story. That was good. I mean, just and one guy forced his children to submit something.
The whole family submitted.
Yeah, and so the next week, we made fun of him for forcing his daughter or his son to get money.
Are you talking about that guy over in Europe that put his daughter in the thing and made 7 babies with her?
No, not that one.
All right,
no, it's
I was
different.
just wondering.
Yeah,
that was creepy.
So no, one of the guys he I think
he forced his family.
Kind of made his
that guys. You remember Jim? He was the executive producer of On Any Sunday too.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not going to answer.
That's the guy that wore the sunglasses.
Okay, next one, Matt.
Yeah, next question here is the next one.
Endo, take better pics.
This is from Ren Bennett. 2017 450 EXCF 6 days, Vortex ECU, Alright 3. I think he missed a big mod on this list.
Oh, he just said everything right there.
Yeah, that was it.
I wonder if
in the track on it.
So here's the funny thing about this is there are people that are just listening to this right now, and it's what is it again, Matt? One more time.
2017 450 EXCF 6 days.
Do you ride that in the snow?
I would hope so.
Because he doesn't say that it's converted to a snow bike. So
have you ever ridden a snow bike?
So a lot of times I don't even look at the pictures. I'm just so enamored with my guests. I just sit here and I stare at you guys and I'm just like
that's not tonight.
Yeah,
that's not tonight.
Oh, come on! You're uncomfortable.
I'm moving my chair over.
Good. At least we got to this point.
Have you ever ridden a snow bike?
Yes, I have. I haven't for a few years, and I heard they've come a long ways. When I was riding them, they were just really starting to experiment with the front tracks, which are making crazy differences. Like this one guy had 4 different tracks front ski. Sorry, you're right. Actually, I did I ever ride?
I used to race snowmobiles, so that's why I know.
Yeah, so they were playing around with those. They got
rides those.
Christini made one with a front track.
Really?
Yeah, that actually had it connected and had a
two-wheel drive, double-ended, like a Rokon.
Right. I don't think it went anywhere because they're not making them anymore. Actually, you know how much horsepower you need to drive that thing? But anyways,
doesn't Jimmy Jarrett race those snow bikes? I'm pretty sure he does.
Didn't he start out a career
Ronnie Renner rode those a few times, right?
Country singer. Yeah, Renner was doing it.
Jimmy Jarrett's won the Moose Run like 4 times.
Yeah.
Or more, I don't know, but I know he's won it at least 4 times.
So yeah, we're looking at a snow bike. We don't have a lot of information about it.
The background's awesome.
The background does look awesome.
I'd cook meth right there up on the left in that little hollow.
Okay, you guys start. Go ahead.
I think it's pretty. I like the picture.
Okay.
Gene's saying took a lot of time to get that.
So you have 2 choices here: Roost or Endo.
This is a Roost,
and it's definitely not for sale because this used to be called Roost Endo for sale. Because a while people would just take their classified ad and put it up here, and then say as seen on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday.
I can say it looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm not voting Roost or Endo. I'm just saying you look at that and you're like, how could you not get on that thing in that powder in that area and not have fun?
Yeah, the condition.
Even if you didn't know how to ride it good and you were going straight, you would be having fun.
So back to riding these things, Jerry, and this is the amazing thing is that it's amazing where you can go on those things. They go places you just look at it and you go, I can't ride there. And no, you can ride there. They're incredible. Pretty easy once you just kind of get over the fear of like, what the hell am I doing? You just start going with the flow, and it's amazing. That condition looked like you needed another foot of snow, believe it or not. Like like not super deep powder, but you want a certain amount of power, and then you can just powder, then you can go anywhere. And the more power you can have, the better on those things. He said he needs more fuel. I agree. That's what Craig Albert says. And Victor's throwing out other kind of Jerry Heisenberg. Next photo.
I'm the one who knocks.
Yeah.
I'm the one who knocks.
All right, up next is Paul Brainston, and there's a big problem with the submission, but you'll figure it out after looking at this picture.
I already see the tires.
2022
What do we have?
PXC 500.
That's what I was just saying to Gene. Look at the back tire.
Yeah. Athena Get SXF silencer intake reads are deleted. SXF 450 44 millimeter throttle body, desmogged KTM coolant reserve tank, rear discard, 1445 gearing, a Cherby skid plate, fork guards, shock sock, sick ass LED headlight, Husky folding left mirror, GPS mount on the mirror mount, Motion Pro fork bleeders, swing arm saver, Moto's desert tires, which is not in the picture.
Wait,
as is all of those mods.
Okay. So is Moto's having a contest where you send a picture of your bike to Tech Talk Taco Tuesday with the stock Continental tires on it and claim you're going to get Moto's? Do you think this is happening right now? This sounds like a conspiracy. I'm going to call somebody at Moto's and find
The
out.
snow bike had more tread on it than that freaking thing.
Snow bikes have gnarly treads, well, tracks. But
quick snow bike story that isn't a snow bike story, that's a snowmobile story.
Okay, sounds good.
When I covered snowcross, we were in Valcourt, Canada, coldest place I've been in my whole life, 40 below zero. Unbelievable. Guy jumps, mod sleds. You know what the tracks look like on them? It's like a couch with chain.
Cleats on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a couch with chainsaws underneath. He jumps, and I wish I could remember the kid's name because he's a hot shit. He got landed on his head, broke a hole in his helmet. You could take 3 fingers and put him through the hole. The helmet was like that big, and it cut his head. He was okay. Knocked him right off his sled. Just got landed on by a mod sled. Broke a hole in his helmet, and he didn't die. It was cool. And blood in the snow. It's so colorful. It's kind of like a whole peppermint patty, like candy cane thing. I liked it.
It's good for TV.
Good for TV. TV's good.
Ratings.
Podcast pictures, not so much.
So what was wrong with that? What was wrong with that bike besides?
None of the mods are in this photo. This is got
S-
home from the dealership, took this picture, and then started modding it out, but submitted this picture.
Well,
that tire came from a dealership.
Like that's a stock exhaust.
You might be right. I can't tell because the SSX muffler kind of looks a little bit like that, but I can't really. Can't tell.
Looks
It's small.
like he didn't
photo.
ride it, but then he just.
Oh, hold on. There is a headlight right there.
Yeah, he does have a headlight.
But the Cherby's fork guards, but those look stock to me.
Okay, you sure he's not talking about the plastic piece on the bottom, the little fork guard lug on the bottom, that little protector? Because those, I have those on one of my bikes. They're really good.
Yeah.
They're really those things. If you're gonna smash, I have some.
Wait, SXF silencer. Oh, I might be totally off on this.
That would be the first time, but
it wouldn't be the first time.
Don't
at all.
believe me either. So those fork lug guards are way better than putting that big giant front disc protector on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bulletproof Designs makes some really nice aluminum ones. If you're going to smash it in the extreme enduro world, or if you're just going
of this show,
if you're going to go riding just enduros, Cherby's makes some nice ones there too. So Endo.
Why? Actually, I think a lot of these mods are in this picture. I just didn't realize it.
What did the snow bike get? Roost?
They're more subtle. But anyway,
why did the even the chat's like totally on with me? Why did I it's kind of funny because I don't know why I did this, but earlier today I said if I don't like any of these bikes, we're pushing the $100 to next.
Snow bike got Roost though
next week. Oh,
Roost doesn't.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying. Out of all these,
the snow bike is roosting the most.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Figuratively and yeah.
Okay. So Endo from everyone
on that one.
Yeah.
Endo.
Paul Brinson.
And it didn't
special. Didn't do it.
I'm not voting because I've got too many death threats pending already.
All right. So this is from a viewer who's actually submitted before, but this is a different bike that they built up. So this one right here is from Benjamin Bach III. This is a fresh build on a 22 KTM 500 EXCF.
Make that picture bigger. Just go ahead and it's already the wrong framing for the picture, so you're going to get dinged on that.
Well, he get kicked out of the house.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Well. Okay. We're just living with that.
Just Run away with this.
So this bike was built for long-range multi-day trips on the BDR trail system of America. The build was literally everything in the Bulletproof Designs catalog. Seat concept seat.
Sponsor.
Takomoto.
Sponsor.
Yep. Takomoto.
Sponsor.
Two sponsors. Takomoto.co offset mirror perch.
Right,
Low
you
pro.
put the website, takomoto.co.
Yep. Low pro oil cap. Get ECU, mother of all oil filters. 3K fuel pump. 250 hour fuel filter and regulator. Tie detail. Fork wrap around signals and pretty much anything else they sell. Moscow Moto outfitted their 80 liter bags, and a true North Moto's rack holds it all together. EnduroPlate highway pit dirt bikes, wrap around handguards, mounted to a set of flex handlebars, attached to a BRP dampened sub base, rocking a Scott system, BRP and TMD furnishings for all the skid and chain guards. A Ruby R7 light illuminates the dark night sky with intensity. A one-of-one customs graphics kit by Takamoto's. Adorns the plastics. IMS 4.5 gallon tank. Frontline suspension of Las Vegas, fully tuned. Valve resprung PDS shock and forks. Garmin tread is mounted to the flex bars. Swift kicker kickstand. And they'll email us a full build list if we're still reading.
Get the foot. Did he talk about the foot pegs?
Nope.
He's got big foot pegs on that, doesn't he?
They look big.
They look big. Okay. First of all, horrible photo. Like,
yeah, that's a really bad picture.
Like it's
artsy. He needs to mow his lawn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the knobs on that lawn.
Well, hey, the good thing about it is that at least it has knobs on it. Yeah, he's got some knobs, and he's got his little Michelin man there, so he's got his knobs. I'd like to see that bike.
Is that dog poop or the kickstand?
It's kickstand. Yeah,
What's the headlight on that?
Ruby Moto headlight.
If you filled up all those bags and let the clutch out, you'd flip over back.
That's why I'm saying that this bike cannot endo. It just physically couldn't, because it'd be.
It roosts.
It might be roosting by default, because if this guy got on his brakes really hard.
KTM 500 by Kardashian.
Hey, you know what else I just spotted? Because it's hard for me to see because it's a little bit behind the light. Front rotor discard. These are my favorite products ever known to man. Is it Bulletproof Designs?
Oh yeah, I see that.
Do you list that?
He lists the entire. He said the entire Bulletproof Designs catalog. No,
that is
no exaggeration.
So it's on there. So I wonder, do they make billet foot pegs?
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, because
we have them on the 250 FX.
Yeah, so that bike probably wheelies by default. And if you were to get on the front brake really hard and try to endo this bike, you would do a number of things. Explode the front disc rotor, which I know something about because I actually did this. Had a front disc rotor explode. Horrible experience. You would bend the forks. If your front brakes worked perfectly, the forks would bend and the bike would buckle, so it wouldn't endo.
And you'd hit your dick on the gasket.
Or it would start endoing and the whole subframe with all that luggage on it would break off. And then since it's so heavy, it would actually, when it finally broke off and hit the wheel, it would bring it back down. So you can't endo on this bike. So I guess by default it kind of roosts. What does it say? Does he have a banner on his tree, or is it, what's that up there, Matt? Can we see?
That's
is he got the catalog?
It's on the handlebars.
Is he got a catalog?
It's probably a catalog. Yeah, it's in the handlebars
of something. Yeah, you can just open it, spread it up a little bit there.
I'm working on it.
Okay, yeah. It says gear hard. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
It looks like double take mirrors too. Another sponsor. He's got the good seat. That's a kind of a roosty bike for a backcountry discovery, but man, a little heavy on the luggage.
Mm-hmm.
I would pack a little bit lighter, I would think. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to, because it can't endo, it has to roost. Gene?
It looks,
Is it better than a street legal CR500?
No.
Okay.
But if you filled the bags full of money, it'd be get out of town.
Okay, which one would you want to ride more than 100 miles? This?
Oh, I do.
Or a street legal CR500?
Yeah, I've ridden a CR500 100 miles.
And that's enough?
That was more than enough. I bought a KTM 300 after that.
So you're kind of a two-stroke guy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the way it sounds. Jerry,
What?
you remember you're part of the show. I know you showed me.
I told you
time.
I'm not voting. I haven't voted on one. I'm just making observations.
So
I'm
you're
pleading the fifth.
so you're
I
gonna-
have multiple death threats pending. I'm not going to vote because if I vote, somebody would be like, "Oh, that guy's an asshole." Blah blah blah.
So just to be different, we're going to say Endo for you.
No, I would say Roost on that one.
Okay. I'm glad that you thought
I was
that.
voting.
I'm going to say
No, I
Endo.
would say if I was possibly voting. What do you think? I'm at the prom and I'm putting it in halfway.
I think the coffee's starting to wear off. This is good.
Gene's going to buy me a coffee on the drive back
Do you promise you that?
to not,
We have a-
to not Las Vegas.
Hey, in the other house, we have a little coffee machine. It does some
The
stuff.
house Erica lives in?
No, the one that the schoolhouse. You gonna leave the show tonight?
I'm just kidding.
So-
Her furniture looks great from the driveway.
You mean all the furniture out in the lawn, like everybody has in
what
Pahrump?
stalkers say.
Yeah.
Your furniture looks great from the driveway. if I technically was a stalker.
I didn't catch that one. Okay.
Do you have any winners this week? Or are we rolling it over?
For me, the only possible one would be that last one, but I'm not
The picture's too bad
I'm not
for me.
feeling it on the photo. Yeah, the effort that's going into these guys is not worth the $100.
But seriously, if you take it from a blue collar perspective, a lot of people don't know how to frame photos. You see it all the time. They're taking a picture and I go, oh, let me see how that came out. And you look and there's all this dead area. So it's I know what you're saying.
Kind of like the photo we took of us in front of the Mexican
No,
restaurant.
but I didn't see that one.
It was-
But I'm just saying in general, vague brushstroke.
Right.
The photo, not everybody knows how to take a picture.
I totally
But I agree with what you say. When it's a good picture, it moves them better.
It does.
But what
Yeah.
are you looking for? What's the criteria to win?
Hand job from a midget.
It's getting closer. I personally
Can you say that on here?
It's not
Hold
on.
on.
It's not,
It's not on the banned words
not on the
list.
list. I'm improvising.
Yeah, so when your kids are asking you what is a hand job from a midget, you can say he's the guy that
it's
polishes my rims.
No, on the fender, that black strap on the back. Yeah.
Oh, the
that's when
tugger.
you need a hand
Okay, yeah,
from a midget,
right?
like at the Gilles Lillet, if you're not French.
So was that a no on the winners?
I don't know. What do you think, Matt? I'm going to go to somebody who is way past their Michelob Ultra thon over there.
Oh, yeah. Those only last for the first hour. I don't know. I'm not really stoked on any of these ones. I do feel bad for saying this bike was all stock, but now I'm looking at the picture a little bit more detailed and like, no, it's...
Oh, you make mistakes all the time. You should live in my shoes. It's nonstop.
Hey, humility is a great skill to have. I don't know.
The last one,
I'm not really
was
stoked.
good.
It's between the last one and the snow bike.
I like the snow bike picture a lot.
The picture's the best one of the bunch.
Yeah.
By far and away. Just 'cause
It makes me want to go ride that snow bike. And I didn't really like snow bikes on my limited experience.
Yeah, just because he actually stopped a snow bike and walked 10 feet back and took a picture, which is no different than any of those guys taking pictures in the garage in reality, except he actually went out and rode it.
Yeah.
And for that, Jerry?
I was just reading people suggesting rollover. No,
I would say
week.
roll. I would say roll it over.
Roll it over.
Because then you're going to have more incentive because it's a bigger.
And you're also
How many do you have in the queue right now?
We have none left in the queue.
None left in the queue.
We
Okay.
tried up
You're
our queue.
also explaining
Well, actually,
to
no.
people
There should be
the
a couple in the queue
criteria,
on the
a better
Facebook post.
photo. Have knobbies on your motorcycle. If you don't have decent tires, come on.
Well,
you think we're not going to pick up on it?
Hey, if your bike has horrible tires on it and you ride it to a cool location and you shoot a photo of it, then you're out riding the bike. And it's just like, and I understand people are sitting there. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, close to it feels like 10 o'clock and wherever, maybe, in Australia, it's tomorrow. We have people that watch the show in the future. And they go, oh, yeah, I'm going to submit my bike. So they walk out into their garage like right now and take a picture of it. Or they're listening to this thing and they're coming on their way home from work and they roll out and they go, I'm just going to take a picture. They roll their bike out of the garage and shoot a picture of it with, and then they send it in. And I mean, that's great. If it's the most awesome bike or you can tell a really good story about it or something like that, it can carry it. But I always kind of want to see just a little bit of effort.
Roll it and have Jimmy add another 100 out of Jerry's pocket next week. He said to the graphic designer of T-shirts who designed the Tech Talk Taco Tuesday T-shirt for free, I will not give him $100. He will not give me $100. I will give him stickers and free stuff. And I was going to give you a fuck you hat, but now I'm going to give it to Jimmy.
Okay, and we'll add it to the list. Yeah, let's.
Okay, we're rolling over.
Let's. Yeah, it's a snow bike, not a dirt bike. Hey, he's riding it off road, so I'm all cool with that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll it. I think the executive decision, the decision in the chat, if you've been watching the chat, is to kind of roll it over, and that will pump up the incentive for next week's Taco Moto, Roost, or Endo with a $200 gift certificate. We've done it before. Mike had no problem with it.
I didn't hear any.
Yeah, good.
Complaints, so.
Yeah, we're gonna get way better submissions, and that was awesome. So you're sending a picture of your CR500 in.
Well, I'm not going to be here next week, so I'm eligible, right?
Right.
I think you should send in a picture of your ice bike.
Yeah.
So that means you don't just roll it out of the garage and have Jerry, the art director, shoot a photo.
There'll be no problem with the knobbies on that one.
That's right.
The freaking spikes this big.
I saw it at the Motorsports Hall of Fame.
No, the other one. You haven't seen the other one.
You sent me a picture of it, didn't you?
No.
Not
this one. It's in my house.
Yeah. So hey, I tell you that if you are in Vegas and you're cruising on Fremont Street, which everybody does, go to Gene's go-kart place. And here's how to find it. Just have like 7 or 8 drinks and then just start wandering around and just bumping into place. And when you go to a place that has go-karts, that's the right place. Because it's the only one with go-karts.
Go to Denny's and get something to eat, and then come out of Denny's and turn left, and it's right there.
Yeah, so it's kind of down. It's down. We'll call it the east end of the covered up.
Here's what
part.
you do: you go to Fremont Street. There's 2 ends of Fremont Street. One is Main Street, and the other end
is Las Vegas Boulevard.
But just before Las Vegas Boulevard, the last block is 4th Street. When you cross over 4th Street, right there's Denny's on the left. You hook a left
and go back
around the corner. And there's the go-kart track.
It's like usually like 5 street performers south of the Kick Me in the Balls guy.
Right.
Yeah. So that's and if you haven't seen that guy.
And if you smell marijuana, you're on Fremont Street.
Or those cigars.
Yeah. That's the Febreze of Las Vegas.
Go check that out because that is the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame Motorsports Museum. There's some cool bikes in there. There's some cool plaques.
It's free.
And if
go-karting isn't free, the museum's free.
Right. Yeah. Go-karting's not free. And if you find my placard thing and take a picture of it and text me, then I'll text Gene and tell him that they'll turn the go-karts up to level 5. No, 11.
Which is good because they go to 4. You want them turned up to Tommy Norton.
I like 11.
They would only see your plaque if they were standing at the urinal. So
I know it's on the wall, right? In the urinal, in the back. Yeah. That's where it belongs.
Can you get me Ricky Brabeck's autograph?
We have.
There's one right there.
No, I want you to get me his autograph to Jerry, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, on a shirt. One of the shirts.
Not on a shirt.
Hey, when we do this drop of shirts, one of the shirts, I'm going to get, we have one. It's right there. It's a white one. But I'm going to throw it. Yeah, it's one of our color samples. I'm going to throw the Ricky Brabeck shirt into someone's as like a surprise gift.
Signed by
Dakar winner Ricky Brabeck. Who often watches the show and heckles us for our choices in Roost or Endo, and then sends us in something that's even worse. So, Mike Parsons, I will have my knee tires on and a better picture next week.
That was new.
Yeah, well, I only read them as I see them. Knee. Yeah, I need more taco sauce on my bike. So, and then I guess I owe Craig Alberts a hat. Not sure how I did that.
You're making T-shirts, not hats, so he's tripping balls.
We used to have hats. I sent hats to somebody. I promise somebody a hat and I didn't send it to him, Matt? I'll put my best people on this, Craig. I promise. So with that, I'd like to thank you guys for coming in. Did you have a time limit? I know it's past your bedtime.
I just last time we were here, which was the first time that we were here, because we were Tech Talk Taco Tuesday virgins.
Yeah.
But now we're old and blown out. We were here for 2.5 hours. I thought it was an hour-long show. And we've been here for 2 and 16.
Right.
I'm not on a time limit because I don't have a life. I live in a van down by the river, not in Las Vegas.
Right. That's okay. There's plenty of van parking's getting a little tough in Vegas these days.
Oh yeah,
But
right outside.
That's why you
Red
should
Rock.
hang out in Pahrump, because we got a whole place north of town here where it's like van
If
life.
I can go to Seymour's and get chocolate and a waffle cone, I'm down. Because that ice cream was good.
Yeah. Hey, see, Mark Daniel says I did send the shirt that I promised to him. It was only like 16 episodes later. He won a really good shirt.
Don't forget Hot Shoe Hall of Fame event, free to everyone, January 27th, 2024 at Fremont Street.
450 Fremont Street. It's going to be in the Notoriety Theater on the third
Which is
floor.
literally, if you walk out of the go-kart track and take the elevator, which is right across from the go-kart track, and you go up to the third floor and walk out, boom, there's the Notoriety
You know the
Theater.
Erica we
Last year we had about 1,000 people there. Again, it's free. Sponsored free sandwiches by Daylin Woods at Woods Family Sandwiches, 2 locations. One's in Boulder and the other one's in Henderson. If you want a good sandwich, go there right here, Woods Family Sandwiches. We want to thank Daylin for the sandwiches.
Hey, and
What, just sorry to interrupt. We got to close out with the Mert Lawwell HOF sticker. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Put that up on the screen. That thing's pretty cool. So if you're listening to this on the podcast form, of course you can't see this sticker, but this is something that Jerry designed up, and it's a pretty cool Hot Shoe Hall of Fame sticker. So you have to.
Anybody that's seen on any Sunday knows who Mert Lowell is.
Right.
This is actually a picture from a T-shirt that Mert gave us, and I grabbed the bike and then his signature up there, and I made my version of it and did it in his Harley Davidson colors and dropped in a modified Hot Shoe Hall of Fame sticker logo. And we just ordered about 220 of them, so we're going to have them. We're going to give half of them to Mert because he's awesome, and he took everything I said with a grain of salt, which
he
I was
has
actually.
He has great stories.
He had great stories. He told us a story about smashing his hand, getting it stuck in the front of the bike and just twisting it all up like Quasimodo. And he went in, the doctor's like, wow, this thing's really jacked up. And he said,
So we're going to fuse everything.
Yeah,
we're going to fuse it.
How do you want it?
How do you
He
want
goes, think about it tonight, how you want your hand. You want it a quad? You want it straight? This, that. And Mert's just like, shit, So he goes to bed. He goes to bed or the next day or that night. He calls Steve McQueen, his good friend. And he tells him, wow, this is what the doctor said. They want to fuse my hand. He's in the middle of his racing career. And Steve's like, nah, forget that. And he goes, yeah, I didn't have a good year racing. I really don't have the money for a better operation. Steve goes, hey, I'm going to get you a plane ticket. I'm going to fly you down to my guy in Los Angeles. He paid for Mert's flight, had him picked up at the airport, took him to his doctor. The other doctor went, brrr. Mert tells me the story. He takes his hand and he waves it around. Thing works perfect. So by the good grace of Steve McQueen paid for everything.
Wow,
paid
that's
for
super
everything.
cool. That's so. Here's the thing I found super interesting last year at the induction ceremony is the interviews, like the stories that you hear, and whether it's a story you get just from standing around with some of the guys that are talking, which everybody's approachable. You can walk up and talk to these guys,
definitely,
or when you interview them on the thing. And we were even talking about doing some. We talked about this, doing some interviews pre and stuff, and have these on the like content, on the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame page, where because all of these guys have crazy stories, and you can get an hour or two out of any of them. I mean, I'd love to interview and talk to these guys just because I want to hear their stories as well. And I think the fans and stuff would really like this. And some of these stories, we need to get them.
And that's the beauty of the event, because one of the reasons Gene designed this whole Hall of Fame is to get everybody together. And I'm not trying to make it sound like everybody's on death doors, but yes, it's a lot of an older crowd, but these people are still around, and we're trying to get people in while they're here so we can have fun and they can have their moment.
So you can finally walk up to your hero.
No, it's true.
No, you can finally walk up here and go, he's just sitting in a chair and stuff like that and barely get up out of it. And you go, I can beat you now. All you kids, this is what you need to do when you want us to shut up, is find us when we're old and come and go, I got you now.
People always have suggestions of what you should do. And one thing, we tried to set the Hall of Fame event apart from other, what are they called when they give shit away?
Award ceremony.
Sorry, I just threw it in neutral. And they were like, oh, I thought I was going to be able to come up and say some words. But we inducted how many? 100 something?
Yeah, there's about 75 people.
75 people. So if 75 people come up and they want to have their little moment in the sun, no disrespect, we don't have that much time. We did select interviews.
You should tell them. You should tell them to start their own podcast
or be a guest on this show.
Oh, yeah, you can start your own
So my
podcast and you can
point
talk about
is
yourself the whole time.
That I'm trying to segue to is we're going to try and modify our program and actually have everybody lined up, and we're going to call them up and work it out where they do get to come up and get their plaque, but it's not these long, drawn out, windy things because we don't have.
It's going to be a separate stage. We think we're going to have a separate stage in the other room. Let them do their.
It's going like that whole time.
We're going to use the second.
Because some people would love to come in there and sit front row and sit there from beginning to end. I mean, there's people that are into that, and there's other people that have their, that only want to see, quote, the keynote stuff. I mean, don't they do that with like the Academy Awards, where like the show goes on for 10 hours, but then there's like 2 hours that's the show. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to run a show because I sure as hell don't know how to do that. Barely.
Did you have fun?
I had a blast.
That was really what it was all about, and you get to listen to, there's all kinds of racers out there, but how often do you get to listen to Brad Lackey or Kenny Roberts or Ricky Braybeck or any of those guys that are at the upper echelon of racing, to be able to talk to them and hear a story about it's not just a general story. I mean,
I've been
Kenny Roberts saying stuff you don't want to hear.
Yeah, because I've been lucky enough to be in the industry and the media and stuff for a while. I have heard some of these stories. I have had the chance to do that, and when I tell people about this, like, oh my God, and you see the excitement to it, and I don't want to say that it became normal, but these are just people I was kind of running around and but there was people that I got to see at your event that I hadn't had the experience of hearing, talking to, people I hadn't seen for 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah. And, they might've been from a different time frame where our paths crossed, different things, but it was just super, super cool. But as far as like, it's a great time to be in Vegas. It's a great time to be in the desert. I mean, it's our prime riding season. Like I said, I want to talk to you about maybe organizing some sort of a little bit of a ride.
Same week. We hold it the same weekend as the Meekum
option. So bring a lot of stinking money to buy some cool old vintage bikes.
Yeah. Or to go to Exit 39.
Okay.
So what do we have to do for the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame to sponsor the show?
To sponsor the show?
You want to give away a T-shirt, a hat? You want to give away go-kart tickets? What do you want to do? Think about it.
Think about it.
Let it percolate.
We'll
percolate it.
We'll percolate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of do sponsor the show because I have some hats and some T-shirts, so I'm already good.
You know what today's quote is?
Something for your viewers.
Yeah, no, that's what if it's good for the viewers, it's good for me.
You know what today's quote is? Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats.
I thought
it's deep. But that's today's quote. Like it or lump it.
Okay, that's good. I thought it was. Are you friends on Facebook?
Negative. So, Bill Gussie unfriended me.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding.
What'd you say?
Bill Gussie was inducted into the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame last year along with Jimmy Lewis.
What did you say? Something bad about pig shit?
No,
I'm going to chalk myself up for one word.
Oh, how many swears do I have left so I can use them up?
1, 2, 3, 4. You took one off, so you got a good solid one. Ready to go.
I had a fucking good time tonight. Thanks for having me.
And with that, we're going to shut this show down. I'm glad all of you guys stuck around and watched. Please tell a friend, share this show with your buddies. Tell them that they'll maybe laugh a little bit, maybe learn something, and bring something to the table. Ask questions. We can answer 9 out of 10 without referring to a reference manual. Matt, thank you for...
I was going to say thanks to Matt for running the board.
Pushing the buttons this
time. Thanks to Dan Walsh for editing the video from Upfront Communications, because he did that just this afternoon, and that was awesome. Because the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame wants to give away more shoes, and we're going to use this little video clip to promote the entity in general. And maybe somebody who's really rich and just is sick of carrying around all that gold will just go like, take this, buy shoes, give them to people in need.
Yeah, and Gene, you alien, thank you for picking up Jerry from his van by the river.
No problem.
And teleporting him out here like you always do. It's awesome, and we're looking for a Guy Parade next week.
And we need to get Guy Giroux, too.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, cheers.